Go live. Alright, that's good. Let's go live on that. Just create that broadcast. Alright, hit that post. Let me just check really quickly. Alright, let's get to it. Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. Ladies and gents, we are back. All-Star Weekend is over. This is now to get to the nitty-gritty, now to get to the championship level. Pretty much this is the second half, I guess you can say, as we get ready. But I do want to talk about All-Star Weekend. All-Star Weekend was a little different. Hold on one second. All-Star Weekend was definitely different. Let me just make sure we live on platforms, live on locations. That is live. Let me just check all the lives right now. All right, yeah, we good. All right, so pretty much, let's talk about All-Star Weekend. Like we said, All-Star Weekend was definitely different. For looking at the Rising Star game, I thought that game was competitive. It was a real good game. Watched a couple of young guys. Definitely looking forward to seeing what they can do on that Friday night. Then of course the Saturday was, everyone wanted to tune into Saturday to see what was going on with the the 3-point contest. I did the 3-point contest was pretty much the highlight of Saturday, pretty much with Dame with the 3-point contest, Booker, Knipple, Damian Mitchell, just a few individuals to name. But these are superstar players in their right, and they came out and they showed out for All-Star Weekend. 3-point contest, obviously Dame coming off the Achilles, hasn't played. NBA still granted him access to participate, and he showed out and defended his title. I believe he won it 3 times or 2 times. I got to double check that. But he said he's going to defend it next year. And Steph talking about coming out and shooting as well. So this is what All-Star Weekend is about. It's about, elite players coming out, showcasing what they could do. Not a slam dunk contest. That's a whole different story. Miami Heat player won it with some pretty okay dunks. I've seen every dunk that we've seen. People have done it before, so it was nothing new, nothing creative on the dunk contest. But nevertheless, it pretty much is what it is on that aspect. But it's still ultimately, I thought it was good. I still enjoyed it. Hold up, let me check on my vertical stream. Okay, I want to check the vertical, make sure I'm live. All right, we live on the vertical. All right, so that was the aspect on that. Then of course the Sunday, which everyone was tuning in to see how was the All-Star Weekend. Well, these guys are going to be competitive. So first off, it had completely changed. So it's not, growing up for me, the interest was East versus West. That was something that I look forward to. The classic jerseys. You go from, teams or players wearing their team jerseys, which was dope. I thought that still was dope with the All-Star star on it. I thought that was fire. Then you had, of course, the solid West East, which was still legit. Those were those time period. Then, of course, we seen last year where there were different groups broken up, and you had this person here, that person here. It was all over last year. So going into this year, regarding with the All Star, we're talking about the All Star game. I didn't know what to think about it, to be honest with you. I did not know what to think about it, but it was legit pretty good. It was good. You had different teams. You had the team stripe, the team stars, and the team world. Now a lot of the team world guys were injured. Luca, which was as a key player. Jokic was a key player, but they didn't really play as much. What up, Dan? So the pretty much the world didn't even win the game, I believe. Kind of dominated by the U.S. teams, or Anthony Edward, even what's the name came out and was aggressive. Wimbenyama, they were aggressive. It was a dope All Star game. A very competitive All Star game, which I was like, okay, this is something I could look forward to. Let's continue on this aspect. Then of course we came, that Saturday night, which was one of the key moments on the Saturday night, was the Kia shooting stars. Obviously, because it was Knicks participant, to where they had Jalen Brunson, they had Cat, Rick Brunson, and then you also had Allen Houston kind of competed out, against other teams. You had, the Harper team Harper, which was Dylan Harper, Ron Harper, and Ron Harper Jr. You familiar with Ron Harper? Won some chips with Mike Jordan. Obviously Team Cameroon, or Team Cameron, excuse me, Cameroon. Thinking of Africa, but Team Cameron. Obviously, that's Duke Nation, to where it was Jalen Johnson, the Dookie, Con Knipple, killing 3-pointers, and Corey Maggette. Everybody knows Corey Maggette. Corey Maggette still look jacked, still like he can ball. But it's a great segment of that. And then of course my Knicks, which is why I say we have to win the chip, because we're getting titles. When it comes to winning the cup, Knicks was able to bring the cup in. All-Star Weekend, we was able to bring home, the Kia Shooting Star Challenge. These we are kind of getting used to getting these awards. That's where I'm leaning at. Think so I look like Felix? I take it. I don't even know. Uh, from who kids? From Stray Kids. I gotta look that up. I'm not familiar with Felix, but I'll look that up. But yeah, ultimately, wonderful All Star Weekend, wonderful All Star uh, segment that they had. Now back to the nitty gritty, back to where we needed, and this is Knicks talks right now. Knicks, before the break, obviously acquired a player. We acquired Jeremy Sohan, who's going to be a key piece. A lot of people was like, cool is good for the 15th player, but I think he's going to be more than just the 15th player on this roster, due to his versatility. And the reason why we got him, shout out to Gerson Yabusele. If it wasn't for Yabusele, none of this scenario would have went down. We wouldn't have been able to bring in Jose Alvarado, which ultimately was able to clear some cap money so that the Knicks can bring in a player earlier than the later on. I think it was the April or May date for them to bring somebody in for the playoffs. What it do, Red Dragon? Appreciate you rocking. But Yabusele making a trade, taking away his second year player option, allowed for us to bring in these two key players. But right now is Jeremy Sohan, a 6'8" forward, who has the ability to bring the ball up, the ability to dribble, play solid defense. Now his offensive game, no jump shot. No jump shot. He has no J in his name. But it was a point in time where he did drop some buckets on my Knicks. I think he dropped like 4 3-pointers on my Knicks, but that happens here or there. But Jeremy Sohan, great on-ball defender, great help defender. You brings another 6'8" player with a 7-foot wingspan with defensive instincts. You look at these videos, he's guarding, primary top guards on the opposing player's team. Right? This is key for someone to be able to play their power forward position, someone to back up OG and Anunoby, because once, OG, we all know OG gets hurt occasionally, right? So when he's out, we go to small ball. You have Josh Hart playing the power forward. You have Mikal at the small forward. Then we bring in Shaman at the 2 with Brunson. Or sometimes we have Deuce starting at that lineup. We're a smaller team. I don't know how we out rebound other teams, but we're a smaller team in that aspect. So now with adding Jeremy, and it's weird because Coach could have went with Diawara, could have went with with the other rookie, Pacone Daddier, but he was like, nope, we're going to stick with the veterans. And I believe he's more comfortable playing the veterans, which is why Sohan will obviously get minutes coming into this team, right? There's no way you had 10 other suitors. 10 other suitors was out there about Sohan saying that he could go to any other team, but he chose New York. Why would I choose New York if I knew I wasn't going to get crucial minutes? I believe this was discussed. This was talked. And that's why he's here. But more on the versatility, he's definitely going to take Diawara minutes, right? Diawara was probably getting like 19 to 20 minutes when OG was out, as well as Deuce. Obviously, that's going to demise and lower because we're fully healthy right now. OG's back. Shamit is here. The only individual is Deuce, and they said Deuce might be back around April 1st, so we still got some time. But from the forward aspect, it's still a logjam, right? With OG, with Josh. Cat still plays power forward sometimes when Mitch is at the five. And then you bring in Jeremy. Then there's Diawara. So these are all these guys that's logjam and power forward, but or forward in general. I take it. I will take it. Why? Because of the versatility, the different lineups that coach can utilize. Right? With Jeremy, key moments to watch tonight is how he's going to be utilized. I'm hoping he's placed on Cade Cunningham, right, to begin with, coming off the bench, so that there's constant pressure on Cade. You know, we can throw multiple bodies at Cade. You could start with OG. You could throw Mikal on him, right? You can throw Josh Hart on him, right? And then all the way at the end of the bench, Jeremy, let's tire him out, bring that aggression, bring that toughness. Then you have Jeremy to come in and do that. So I think his addition only elevates the Knicks to another level, because when we brought in Alvarado, we saw the ups and downs of bringing in Alvarado. You saw the first game, we had 12 points. You know, he had a steals, he had some assists, so you saw the impact that he can do, right? Then you saw at the Garden a downplay of that was his first game at the Garden, was missing his shots, a lot of fouls, but wasn't his best performance. Then the last game he had, where he had a career, he tied his career with 8 3-pointers. I think he had what, 25, 5 steals, and five assists, right? And what I think was 19 or 20 minutes. So spark plug, you saw what he could do defensively. Had the signature Alvarado still, you know, being aggressive. So you saw the up and downs with Alvarado. It was great pickup, mind you. So now it could only get better. It could only get better with having someone with the same energy, the same heart, but that's 6'8", who can also play centers, right? He can play all 5 positions. Now bringing somebody there as a multi tool is perfect. Look, you see him guarding JJ, who's 6'10", right? Long arms, get into position. You got him guarding Zaire Williamson. Zaire's what, 240, big body, standing his ground, right? Then of course you see him on Shea, being aggressive on Shea. Now, if that was Diawara, right? Diawara would have been called for a foul because, you know, he's still learning the game, still trying to understand the quickness. And he's kind of aggressive on that end. You know, he attacks. You know, he's Bambi out there. He's still fresh. So adding a veteran, which technically he is, he only been in the league for 3 years. Only been in the league for 3 years. So a great addition, a great addition. So I'm truly eager to see how he's going to be utilized. What lineup is he going to be in? I think the best lineup to really have him in is obviously with that second unit of, you know, Alvarado, Mikal, at small forward, possibly Josh, right? Then you have him at the power, and you have Cat at the 5. Play him with that second quarter unit, with Cat playing the 5, right? So Cat can stretch, so on. He can be either or. He could play the power forward and initiate the offense, and Cat can be there ready to catch and pop, catch and shoot. So there's different layers that you can utilize Sohan at, or you could put him in with defensive lineups to where it's we need to close out the game, and you got Alvarado, you got Mikel, you got Josh, you got OG, and you got Sohan, playing the five, or you want to have Mitch if it's a big body. It's different peoples you can go. Almighty Finesse, what it do, brother? What it do? Yo, we got a game tonight, Finesse. We have a game tonight, a must-win game. A lot is on the line. I know, I was on Queen show yesterday, and it was like, it was a certain person saying that, this game doesn't really mean anything. It does. It does. When you talk about the Knicks in Detroit, obviously it's a bitter taste in their mouth from last year. Bitter taste. You took them out the playoffs 4-2. And some of them games were really close to where certain foul was called on a certain three-pointer with Josh Hart. It could have been a different story. It's looking like a game 7. Says I'm tight, dog. Barber pushed pushed the hairline back, dog. Nah, Finesse. Don't. I'm about to say, don't say you trying to look like me out here right now with the hairline going back. Finesse. No bueno. Hold on. Is this your same barber or this is a new barber? That's the question, right? Because if it's your same barber, ain't no way your barber pushing it back. No way. And I'm actually trying to find a new barber now myself. I've been cutting my bald head and lining up my beard, but I gotta fly out to LA, so I need someone to get the beard right. I'm trying to get the rosé, but that's crazy, Finesse. What's going on? And mind you, and barbers is charging an arm and a leg nowadays too. So that's crazy. Look, get my guy Finesse right. Any barbers in the chat, get my guy Finesse situated. That's crazy. Man says same. I feel you, Finesse. I feel you. But tonight is definitely going to be a challenge. Like I said, I'm interested to see how Jeremy's going to be utilized, and that's going to be the key. How's he going to be utilized? How's the Knicks going to operate on that end? I'm gonna switch over because the game looked like it's about to start soon, so I do want to chat and talk about the Knicks really quickly while I get the video up, because this is a game we have to win. Regardless to what anybody say, this is a W. It needs to be a W. It has to be a W. All right, let's switch over to the video. Let's see. All right, bet. Now the video's up. Let's talk Knicks and Detroit really quickly. As we know, the last 2 games, this is not you flying to LA for a cut is crazy. You in New York. Well, I got to do some work out there though too. I got to do some work out there. So whenever I travel to different states, I like to see what barbers is out there, get familiar. So when I do have to work an event and stuff out there, I got somebody. I got somebody. But like I said, back to the matchup. Detroit, we only played Detroit 3 times this season. As you know, some teams you play 3 times, some teams you play 4, and then the Western teams you only play twice. But due to the in-season tournament, Knicks have played extra games. So certain teams we don't play as much. Eastern teams, which is a good. They're probably saving this for the finals. But we played Detroit. They said, I think we beating Pistons tonight. We better. But the last 2 games, on average, 30 plus, Knicks have lost. Now, granted, it was a game where Cat wasn't there. We had a game where OG was out, Deuce was out. So, and then, of course, Detroit playing tonight with no Jalen Duren, and no, who else is out? Isaiah Stewart is out. Even Isaac Jones is also out for Detroit. So they have players that's out. So on both sides, there's been, we're not 100% healthy, but still don't call for the Knicks getting destroyed by 30 on average. Like from the beginning, you saw the aggression from Jalen Duren. You saw the aggression from Cade Cunningham. The twins. what is this? What's his name? What's the twin name? This dude been killing. Let me look at Detroit team really quickly. Thompson twins. That's what his name. Thompson. He's guarding Brunson all night, like not even giving this man an inch of oxygen to breathe. So how are we going to counter that? Right? This is what I'm looking for. What do coach have drawn up to where Brunson is able to still create from stuff, still be aggressive, get the team involved, right? Because they're going to blitz JB, they're going to press JB from the top. How do we counter? Right? How do we counter? Let's see. I think Pistons says Sohan is a good defensively. No, he's elite defensively. To be honest with you, he's only been getting, what I want to say. Let's bring up some stats real quick of Jeremy. If I could switch it up, if we can see. Right, with Sohan, he's 29, 30 minutes, 25 minutes per game type player. Right? His scoring ability, we know that's going to be a low 40, so that's not my big thing. It's really him being a deterrent on defense. Right? And it shows up, he's not a steals person. You don't see the stats where he have multiple steals. He get assists, get rebounds, defensive and offensive rebounds. He's not as bad as a free throw shooter as I thought he would be. I'm looking at his stats now. I mean, he had one season going 77, another season at 69, 69, 68. So in 4 years, your career average is 72 free throw shooters. It's better than Mitch. So we know if he go to the line, he can at least, one-on-one it or knock down both. But for me, it's going to be a short spurt. 12 minutes. Let him be aggressive, right? Let him be a presence. Hard foul, right? That's what we need him here. Bring him for the hard foul. Knock down a cut. He cut to the basket, get a dunk. Right? That's what I see Jeremy as. That's what I see Jeremy as. But yeah, back to Detroit. Detroit is hard nosed, right? They've been aggressive from jump when it comes to the Knicks. We have to match that energy, right? Don't wait for us to get punched in the face. I think from the jump, we have to come in. We set our tone. We be aggressive, right? We obviously being the Knicks, right? Run it through Cat, right? Run the offense through Cat first. Get him situated so that everything is not on Brunson. Have Mikal bring the ball up. Let JB catch and shoot. Come off floppy, right? Come off curls, right? Set plays like that, a la Steph Curry. Those are the certain sets and drills that they run. So I would do that. So it's a lot on the line, right? Psychologically, we need to see what the mindset the Knicks are on because we know Detroit is going to bring it, even without their two big men. But it's up to us, the coaching staff. What is the game plan drawn up? How are we going to free up? How's everyone, right? Right now, Knicks are third in offensive rating, and Detroit. Let me see if I could bring up the stat real quick. If they have the head-to-head. I think I saw it over here somewhere. Right, but Knicks are third in offensive rating. Detroit is second in defensive rating. So this is clash of offense defense. I believe the Knicks is 11th in defense as well, and I think Detroit is 10th in offense. Right, so Detroit can score. You top 10 in the league in offense. That's really good. But I think all of that is generated from Cade Cunningham. All that is generated from Cade Cunningham. Cade, 9 assists with 25 points per game. Right? That's elite numbers, especially the 9.6 assists. That means he's facilitating. He's getting his guys situated. So we have to stop Cade. We have to stop. This man is generating technically, 50 points? From his offense and just off of his scoring and his assist alone. We gotta this is the key. Cut him off. That's what I'm like from jump, I'm pressing with Cade, right? OG, I'm sorry, OG gonna have to burn a lot of energy tonight, but we pressing the whole entire game. Then you put Mikal on him. Then you put Josh on him. Then you put Jeremy on him. Press the whole entire game. This is what you want to do with Jalen Brunson. Why the Knicks can't counter that? Why we can't counter that? Right? And looks like, game is showing the highlights. Game is about to get going. This is going to be a solid game. And I'm going to have the instant replays tucked on the side too. Where after a nice play, I'm going to show what occurred during the game live. That is needed, but it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. JB coming in right now, currently averaging 27 compared to Cade's 25 on 47% from the field goal, 84 from the line. Cade is shooting 46, so it's right there. It's right there. Obviously, no Jalen Duren, so I'm curious to see what the lineup is going to be. Who's in the starting five? I believe Detroit have a big who was knocking down threes. Forgot he came off the bench and was killing us the last game. So that's something that we got to worry about. Him coming out, stretching the floor. Cat got to be ready defensively. Gotta be. But Towns, 11.9. Towns has been probably the best plus minus on the Knicks during the stretch. We were 10-2 in the last 12. So Detroit, though, they got Assault Thompson, Duncan Robinson, Cade Cunningham, Tobias Harris, and Paul Reed. So Paul Reed is who I was talking about. Paul Reed. And it's looking like it's almost go time. I hear that buzzer go off. It is go time. Let me see, which vertical one should I leave it on? We put it on this vertical one. But look, we all know Knicks starting five, same starting five that we always run with Brunson, Mikal, Hart, Cat, and OG. OG back from the toenail situation. So that's good. Look. This is, gotta get the defense ready. Gotta make sure we lock in. Right? This will set the tone. This will set the tone right now. As we about to get the jump ball going. Let's see, jump ball is up. Obviously, Detroit turns the ball over off the tip off. It is Knicks basketball. Look, off the rip, I want to see what set we run. What set does the Knicks run off timeout? Off the jump ball. Obviously, Cat off the top, Assault Thompson. Jalen Brunson just catches and shoots off the rip. It's a big bucket. This tells you that Brunson, he said, forget coming out and dishing. I'm being aggressive as we get some defense going. OG's on Cade first. Cade, mid-range jump shot, no good. Rebound by Cat. Already we like it. Let's see. We got Brunson off ball. Cat dribble handoff to Mikal. Mikal gets into the paint. Out to OG. OG first basket back. Took all day. No good. Look. He had all day to shoot that. Come on, OG. OG had all day. All right, back on it. Cade bringing that ball up. Run a pick and roll. Knicks is in drop coverage. Duncan Robinson come off the curl for the three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Josh. So far, let's see. Be aggressive, guys. Be aggressive. Look, they called JB with the travel. He did drop the ball before. Hold on really quickly. Let me bring up my... I totally forgot. Let me bring this up. All right, we switched that out. Knicks back on defense out. Tobias Harris, catch and shoot. Too strong. Rebound by Brunson. Bring the ball up. Right now, still early. Okay, Josh gets into the paint. He is blocked. Aju was like 3 Detroit players in the paint. Detroit in transition out to Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson catch and shoot. No good. All the 3-pointers are missing right now. Knicks in transition. Great. Oh, that's a beautiful assist. Beautiful assist by Cat. We like that. Beautiful assist. As Detroit get their first bucket to drop. Let me see really quickly. As they call it, I'm just getting an instant replay going. OG catching shoots, no good. Looking like the big toe of OG, as he is 0 for 2 right now. Detroit bringing it down. Jalen Brunson on Thompson. Out to Cat. Cat almost steals it, being guarded by Reed. As Reed taking Cat off the dribble, pull up 3-pointer, no good. As Cat said, get up out of here. Knicks bringing it up. Let's see, dribble handoff, Brunson to Mikal. Knicks are kind of moving a little slow right now. I'm not going to lie, but Brunson gets into the paint. Foul is called off the dribble. Let's instant replay that really quickly. Let me see which one is good for the instant replay. Let me see if I can get it up live. All right, bet. See the set, though. I think they're running everything a little too slow right now. That's OG wide open 3-pointer. That is late. Dang, why is that so far behind? So far behind. But let's go. First free throw. It is good. All right. Let's see. Brunson at the line. All right. Second free throw is legit. 2-7. Knicks up early. Let's get this defense going. Look, Cade Cunningham. They run a screen. Look. One thing though, he's in the drop coverage. I don't like the drop coverage because Cade is just, he's able to pull up so easy, get into a set. Like I don't like that. Why is it so behind? Let's see. I mean, I have so many tabs open real quick. Let me get rid of a few tabs. That's Brunson at the line. That's all good. Hold up. As Detroit misses another one, pull up. Mikal, open 3-pointer. We'll take it.
3-point goal.
We'll take it as Mikal is first in the league in 3-point percentage in the corner. We'll take it as they take a look at that. But I want to see my Gotham app is like so behind. So look, this is the drop coverage I was talking about. We get it to drop coverage. He could just pull up into that mid-range so easy. So easy for him to get right into that. So easy. We have to play better. Like, is the drop coverage good in that situation? Right? I would drop coverage with Cade. He could get right into his mid-range spots and drop it down early. Now, mind you, he's what is it? Cade is 0 for 3 right now. Get it to the mid-range. We figured players will be rusty coming off of All-Star Weekend, but Knicks ain't trying to hit that. We got destroyed multiple times playing in their hometown. So we're gonna take a W how we get a W. We're gonna take it how we get it. But Cade in that drop coverage, Knicks playing in drop coverage with that. It's now is working because he's missing. But once he get it going and once he gets hot, I don't know if we want to give him that shot too much. Now maybe it's there for him to facilitate more, or for him to take more shots instead of him facilitating. But we'll see. But so far, Knicks coming out with more firepower, more offense. Let's go to the box score. Right now, Paul Reed is the only Detroit player that scored. It's the only one I got the buckets. Let's see. Why is it jumping? Hold on, I had to check why is this video jumping right now. Let me open up a new one. But currently right now, Knicks are holding it foul. Let's go to video recordings. It's not this one, it's record. We go to this one. Alright, hopefully that plays all the way through. Right? Everyone is a -7 right now. Paul Reed is the only one, but Duncan Robinson missed 2 3-pointers. Cade Cunningham 0 for 3, 1 3-point attempt. Tobias is 0 for 1. Right now, look, you got Brunson with 5. He came in, knocked down the 3, got to the free throw line. Mikal hit the early 3-point shot, but they recalled that. Excuse me. He had his foot on the line, so Mikal only knocked down a 2. Josh being aggressive with 2 rebounds. He attacked the paint. So far, so good. But interesting to see who's the first guard coming off the bench. Right? Who's the first guard coming off the bench? Who's the first forward coming off the bench? The lineup adjustments, what coach is going to do. Gotta see what's going on. Look, like I said, Knicks are pressing as they bring the ball up. This is what I'm talking about. OG is on him. As they trap him, make him give it up to Tobias. Tobias with the mid-range, no good. Rebound by Reed. Tobias gets into the paint, no foul is called. As they say, off the Knicks' knee. But Detroit coming out flat early. As I'm trying to figure out why we so far back. But let's go right back to defense right now. Tobias Harris catch and shoot on the 3-point line. No good out the Cade. Knicks want to pick and roll. We are hedging now. And they switch. So Cade got Cat on him. Cade steps up for the 3, knocks it down. So that's going to be the problem is when we switch 5 to 9. That is definitely going to be a problem. Knicks bringing that ball up. Let's see what they do. They do a guard-to-guard pick and roll with Hart and Brunson. Dribble handoff to Cat. Back to Mikal. Brunson out to Hart. As they say, it's Knicks ball as they almost turn the basketball over with some good ball movement. So as you can see, this is the Tobias playing good defense by the Knicks. But look, 2 Knicks turn the ball over. Let's see, Knicks get the ball in. Mikal off the back. Let's go. 5-11 right now. As Knicks are getting it going. Let's play defense. As Cade gets into the paint. Takes it off to Mikal. As Mikal was playing, Mikal need to get further to that. Cade being aggressive. And 1 layup. He attacked the basket on that one. I'm not going to lie. Cade Cunningham attacked the basket on that one. But let's look at this Knicks possession really quickly. As it was good ball movement. Dribble handoff like we said. Mikal gets into the paint. Out to Brunson. Brunson to Josh. But right off his foot. All right. Right off his foot. But Cade knocks down the free throw. 8-11. As Knicks trying to get it going. Let's see what sets. Like I said, we're pretty much running the same sets. Nothing really different. Detroit is not as aggressive as the other games. I guess because they were home in Detroit. But OG gets into the paint with the spin-off. Filet gets it going. Right back to pressing. As Cade pulls up for the 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Josh Hart. Josh, you got to push the pace, Josh. You got out to Cat. Come on, let's see what Cat do. Use the back screen. Out to OG. OG said, I'm going to be aggressive. Dish it out to Cat. Cat said, I'm going to catch and shoot it. No good. Cat tried to draw us a foul. That was ridiculous. Bad possession. As we got Landry Shaman pretty much is the first guard into the game. As Cunningham just attacks Cat, able to get the basket in. It is 10-13. But Jalen Brunson coming back down, catch and shoot three-pointers, no good. All right, giving Detroit life right now. It is 10-13. As Tobias Harris gets into the, and they called a bumping foul on Cat. That was kind of ridiculous. That was ridiculous. See, look, it's probably taking Detroit some time to get back in, but Cat did not defend that last possession well. Look, but great defense. We see great defense on that play, but Cat coming in, and look, he's out to OG. OG gets stopped. Offense here. We still had 10 seconds left to go. Cat just posed this shot. No good. And then right back, just kind of look at what they do. Gets into the paint, out to Cade. Cat just Olay defense for Cat. Olay defense. As it's 12-13, Detroit comes storming back. Detroit is storming back. Let's see, we got Mitch in the game now. Runs the pick and roll. They blitz Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint with speed. Throws the floater. Bump fade. Misses that attempt. Detroit bringing the ball up. Let's see. As Cade gets into the paint. As Cade's a big body, though. Knicks in transition after the turnover. Oh, wait. Diawara still in the game. As the lineup we looking right now is Hart, Brunson, Diawara, Mitch, and Shamet. So Diawara is still in the lineup. Kudos to coach for keeping him in. As Tobias Harris is bumped, fouled by Hart in the and one. As he gets to the line, bump fade. It's aggressive move by Tobias. We not mad at that. Let me see. Yeah, I don't like how it's such a massive delay on the game. Watching it on MSG is way back. Tobias misses the free throw. Knicks is still up 14-15. Rebound by Diawara. We like the boards. Let's see. Knicks running pick and roll. Guard pick and roll out to Diawara. Diawara dribble handoff to Shamet. Shamet pick and rolls to Mitch. The ball movement is good. Catch and shoot by JB. No good. Good possession, but Detroit in transition. That is a travel, but no travel called. And Cade Cunningham knocks down a three, 17-15. As the Knicks are trying to get it going. Let's see. Out to Shamet. Shamet catch and shoot three-pointer. No good, as they are putting a body on Mitchell Robinson in the paint. And they called a blocking foul as JB tries to draw the charge. As all momentum right now, it is flowing towards Detroit's way. As Detroit just has it going on all cylinders. But JB feet is on the cylinder. So that is a proper call. That is a proper call. Let's see. Look at the movement, though. I like the pass to Mitch. Mitch out to Josh. Out to Brunson. That is a good look, but to no avail, does not drop it down. But then Detroit in transition. That should have been called a travel, but they said it's a bobble. He knocks down the three-pointer. 20-15 right now. Knicks are down 5. Got to get it going. Let's see what we do. Brunson is coming off the floppy. He gets it to the paint. Floater, it is good. As it is 20-17. Knicks are pressing right now. As Detroit got Paul Reed, Cunningham, Thompson, Rollins, as well as Jenkins. And mind you, Jenkins was the one that gave us work the last game. As the ball movement is moving back out to Cade. Cade catch and shoot 3-pointer. It's good. Is good. 23-17. And this is how Detroit do, right? They just wear you down. I don't think they're the best offensively. They just execute well and wear you down. But great pass by Diawara down to Mitch. As we've seen, Mitch is getting more touches in the paint now. We definitely like that. 23-19. Let's get some defense going. All right, and we have a turnover. This is what we like. Okay, that's what I'm like. What happened to my full play-by-play? They used to show up. A great pass by Mitch. Josh gets into the paint. Out to Shamit. Shamit pumps fake for 3. Pulls up for the midi. Squares up. No good, but a foul is called. As who's the foul is called on? Yeah, who's the foul called on? Let me see. The foul is called, okay, on Jenkins. So Shamit is heading to the line. They called the foul on the jump shot. Bucket. It is good. 23-20. But right now, I'm liking the lineup. Josh, Brunson, Diawara, Mitch, and Shamit. Mind you, this is the time period that Cat sit. So let's see, second quarter, who's going to be in that lineup with Cat. Right now, they brought in Alvarado and OG. So let's see. OG got an early break, but Alvarado's in the game, guarding Jenkins, full press mode. As Cade come around the screen, there's a lot of screens, but he switched and got Mitch on him. So let's see. As Mitch played great defense, Knicks get the rebound. Time to push it. Time to push it. Brunson in the pick and roll with Mitch. Mitch gets into the paint. Brunson out to Alvarado in the corner. He doesn't shoot that. If I was him, I would have pulled it up, but he brought it back out. We got 9 seconds left on the clock. They give it back to Brunson. Brunson pick and roll. They trap and blitz him. Brunson turns the ball over, as that was a lackadaisical pass. As okay, Knicks get it in transition. Let's see. Alvarado with the left hand will take it. 22-23. Great left hand by Alvarado. As Detroit gets into their set. Let's get some defense going right now. Let's see, they lead. Green open. Was that Green? Yeah, Green gave us fits last time too, man. Green looked like he smoked weed all day, but it's still a bucket. As he knocks it down for Detroit, 26-22. Alvarado back out to OG. They run a pick and roll. Back out to Brunson. Let's see what Brunson doing. Brunson gets into the paint. Should have been a foul call. No good. Rebound by Mitch. And it is fouled. That's the one thing about Mitch now. Once he's getting that offensive rebound, he is not kicking it out as much. He is going right back up. Which is needed, Mitch. Take it right back up. Try to get easy buckets. Right? This is the attempt. This is the Knicks in transition. This is that lay. Look at the fillet with the left hand for Alvarado. We'll take that. But look at this possession, though. Knicks get back on D. Cade Cunningham. Look, they want Brunson on him, so they do that pick and roll. He stunts. OG gets back. Mitch come up. Out to Reed, and Reed knocks it down. All right? This is what I say. Cade generates buckets. But then the Knicks come right back. Right? Knicks only 1 for 7 from 3-pointers. 1 for 7. You look at this, they run a pick and roll, but look, we're still stagnant. Like this lineup, we haven't really seen this lineup as much. But Mitch grabs the offensive rebound and he is fouled. But we haven't seen that lineup being utilized. We haven't seen that lineup. So for them to go with that lineup, I guess this is them trying to generate to see what it does. But you're going with small guys, Alvarado, Shamit, and Brunson. They're all about 6'4". And then you're going with OG 6'8" and Mitch. I mean, paired up to Jenkins and Greens and Holland, I guess. I guess that's the lineup you would go with, but I'm not liking it. I'm not liking this Cade Cunningham already got 14 points. So we're doing nothing to get Cade off his spots. And a bulk of his shots is coming from his 3-point attempts, I believe. I mean, Cade is just that good, to be honest with you. 5 and 11. It's 3 for 5. Right? 14 points already. So, yeah, a big bulk of his is just 9 points off of 3-pointers. And he's getting those 3-pointers when we run a pick and roll and we switch. When we switch those pick and rolls and he has a big on him, right? The big think they're going to drive. He said, nope, I'm going to lull you to sleep. I'm going to step back and knock down a 3-point shot. Just Cade when he plays against the Knicks, he's ready. And I said it, we need to find answers for him. Right? Throw multiple bodies. So far, it's been OG on him. OG going to exert all that energy. Mind you, OG been out for a while. He's been out. But so far, just like it's all Brunson. Brunson with 7 points, but he started missing shots down the stretch. 4 rebounds, only with 1 assist. Right? Where's the assist flowing? I mean, Josh with 3, Cat with 2, Landry with 2. Remember, the Knicks... When Knicks have over 26 assists, we win the game about 90% of the time. So that's the key for tonight. Assists. Get assists. Get assists. But right now, Knicks still have on the floors Alvarado, Shamit, Mitch, Brunson, and OG. With Mitch heading to the free throw line. So, Mitch, come on, Mitch. Let's knock these free throws. 26-22. That pound. Oh my God, you saw that coming off. Jesus Christ, Mitch. I don't understand it with Mitch. I really do. He have his stretches of knocking it down. Then he has some other stretches of where it just no bueno. It is not there. And he missed both. Back to it. As Alvarado is pressing right on top of him. Let's see. Jesus Christ. As Jenkins just took it straight. Oh, they called the offensive foul. Oh, my God. Much needed because Jenkins came in and was just aggressive. You know what it is? It's just a bunch of dark-skinned dudes playing like just their life is on the line, and I don't blame them. As an offensive foul is called. Let me see if I can show that instant replay because, no, talk about Rick Pitino. But Brunson gets into the paint, midi range, it is good. Bucket is good. 26-24. Knicks are within 2. We gotta get the defense done. As Jenkins is the dog for Detroit, I'm not gonna lie. The two-way player came up as LeVert's in the game. Got him coming off the curl. He dishes it as wide open to the big man as Knicks lose sight. 24-28. And that's when I said they execute. They move the ball. They find a weakness and they attack it. As OG out to Mitch. Mitch look. Okay, Mitch facing up to the basket. What he do? Does it take it? Okay, Mitch. No way. No way. Hold up. Wait, did I mess that up? I definitely did mess that up. I messed this up. Hold up. Let me put this over here. That goes there. But we got an instant replay. Hold on, not this one. We got to wait till it come up. But, Mitch. Look, I always know Mitch had that in his game, but Mitch headed to the free throw line, but a great move by Mitch. I'm not gonna lie. All right, you got to see this possession. You got to see this possession right here. Look at this possession, guys. Brunson, pick and roll, slip. He said, nah, come through. Out to Mitch. Mitch said, clear it out. I'm going to face up. Nope. Mitch said, I'm going to take this rock. This man is food. Gets into it. That should have been a bucket, but a foul is called. That's what I'm talking about, Mitch. But 26 to 28, as I think Mitch knocks down both free throws. Mitch come block, get a block shot. Knicks in transition, Alvarado, but they called an offensive foul as Alvarado got in front. That is a bad possession, as he should have just took it up his chest. But a offensive foul is called as he tried to box out. But I think he flopped too. I think he flopped. I think he flopped. You got a bunch of floppers in this league, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know why I keep stopping. Got a bunch of floppers in this league. 28 to 26. We got an early sighting. First quarter, 26 seconds in the game. Jeremy Sohan is in the game. Jalen Brunson is sitting. So obviously, is he sitting? Did he come in? Yep, Jeremy's in the game. Look at that. With OG, Shamit, Mitch, Sohan, and Alvarado. So Alvarado's playing power forward. They bring him in for a last second. Mitch, great hands. Still the ball, good defense. Look, Mitch, man, the 7'4" wingspan. OG catch and shoot at the buzzer. No good. OG got to get the rust off, man. That shot would have been good. Knicks could have took that lead. But Detroit, man, even without two of the bigs, still finding a way to just be aggressive, to be efficient. And it starts with Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is leading the way with 14 points for them, while everybody else, still hasn't scored more than 4 points. Looking at the stats, okay, maybe, look, you got Tobias with 4, Paul Reed with 5, but Cade with 14. And then Devontae Green knocked down the 3. So all the efficiency is coming from Cade Cunningham, with him being 45% from the field, 60% from 3. I mean, okay first quarter. I like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. And I said it. How are we going to defend Cade? It's the key. How are we going to present ourselves to Cade? And even right now, it seems like Cade is just too much for OG. It's way too much for OG. Right? Man, why is that video stuttering? Probably got way too much stuff going on. But yeah, it's Cade is too much for OG. And OG been the primary defender against Cade. And mind you, OG is a solid player, but this certain players just have your number. And I think for Cade, I think that's just the situation with that. Cade just has OG's number. And just kind of looking at the stats right now, Knicks are 1 for 8 from 3-pointers. And that's a key facet to our game. A massive key facet to our game is 3-pointers, and we're only 1 for 8 with Jalen Brunson knocking down the first 3-pointer. All right, that's a problem. That is a problem. Free throw percentage, we 5 for 8, so that's 63%. They're 4 for 5. 10 for 20 from the field goal, so we're 50% compared to their 10 for 23. So they got 3 more attempts. 4 turnovers. Detroit turned the ball over 4 times, only to the Knicks 3. I mean, we're out rebounding them right now at the moment, which is 12 rebounds to their 28. But right now, Knicks' largest lead was 7. We had it early. We just should have kept the momentum. But then right now, Detroit had a 6-point early lead. So right now, you're seeing multiple guys coming in and out. Coach is trying to find his rhythm, trying to find a rotation. I don't blame him. You're trying to see what Jeremy could do in his time period. We're trying to OG coming back from the foot. So we need to see with this, Mitch coming through right now. We like that. I like that spin move with the Mitch. But then of course it's back to the bench and get back to pressing. 28-26. OG's back on Cade. We got Diawara in the game. As Detroit just gets to their sets, right? Get to their sets with ease. Knicks seem confused right now, as it was a simple cut. Everybody worrying about Cade leaving other players open. So that's the issue. We worrying about Cade too much. Everybody else is going to beat us. But Alvarado gets into the paint. We love the bump. Gets it in 30-28. We like the aggression. But OG's back on him. Then they put Mikal on him. Now with Mikal, let's see what they do. He goes against it. Out, and they trap him. Just leaving players open. And they call a foul. Look, they're calling nonsense fouls on the Knicks right now. A bunch of nonsense fouls. A bunch. Right? This is to start the game. So, yeah, my thing is way behind. But just kind of look at the possession. Right? Easy. Just easy buckets. Why are they getting so easy buckets? Right? We're paying attention too much for Cade, which by all means, perfect sense. But come on. Come on, guys. We got to do better. And then they called a foul on Diawara, which wasn't even a foul. And this is why we said playing Sohan with the refs know his aggression and his length, that probably wouldn't have been called a foul. Because that was, I wouldn't even call that a foul. But whatever. Whatever. Let's see who knocked down a basket. As I did not see Knicks get it in, I want to see who scored. But let's see, Detroit gets into the paint. We got Diawara on Cade. Let's see how he does it. He attacks his other foot and just passes it up. Cade, oh my God. 34-30. As like you said, he's finding his players. Knicks need to do a better job on that. Jose gives it up to OG. OG at the mid-range. Out to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot 3. No good. As his foot was out. Yeah, they don't call nothing. Let's go 34-30. Cade Cunningham being guarded by Mikal. He gets into the paint. They try to send the help. Good block by OG. OG in transition. Lays it up. Is good. I don't know if OG got the takeoff like he used to with that toe. That big toe. But let's go. Let's get some defense. Knicks right back in it. We give it out to Cade. Cade being guarded by Mikal. Let's see. Come on, Mikal. Right, gets into the paint. He stops. Just bullies his way in off the glass. Floater is no good. Right back out to Detroit. To Green. Green airballs it. We like that possession. Now this is not a bad lineup on the floor though. OG, Diawara, Cat. Then you got Jose Alvarado. So they really letting Jose run point. I like that though. I like that. Cat coming off. And I think it's good, though, to find Cat more. Alvarado shoots the three-pointer no good and gets it blocked. Out to Karis LeVert for the three-point line. Catch and shoot, no good. Rebound by Cat. Cat gives it up to OG. OG out to Alvarado. Dribbles it back. Okay, let's go. Oh. But what do they call a foul? Is he going to the line? That's what I said. OG do not have the bounce. His bounce is not there right now. And I guess that's due to that toe. I wonder what toe was that situation on. Oh, that's a foul. Yeah, bro. They gotta call it. Oh, I gotta see it. Are they? It's OG on transition of that last play. Look, he the bounce ain't there. Bro, oh, they did not call that. They said it's a jump ball off that foul possession. Let me see. Is that off the? Let me see. That's the window capture, right? All right, Knicks get that possession. I like it. Let's see Alvarado at the top of the key. Let's see what set they do. They run the pin down for Mikal. And they got Cat in the paint. Detroit is being aggressive, and the refs are not calling anything. They're not calling anything. Look, Detroit can do whatever they want with the hand swiping, being aggressive. I guess my Knicks need to do the same. 34-32. Let's see, 7 seconds left to go on the clock. Alvarado, 5 seconds. Out to Mitch. Let's see what he do. 4 seconds left to go on the clock. Stop back. Pulls up for the three. No good. That's like I said. Look, Cade just gets it, just barrels through. No foul called. Okay. Back and forth. I like it. Landry Shamet bringing it up. Out to Mikal. Mikal turns around. Shot. No good. Cat. Do they call the hook? And they call. Wow, yeah, the officiating for tonight is trash. I think the officiating tonight is trash. But look, this is the play that we showed last time. That's a foul. That's a foul. That is definitely a foul. But let's see. JB Biggerstaff, of course, he wants to call it. Knicks don't challenge the plays. He wants to challenge the plays. Just kind of look at this possession. This was a bad possession by the Knicks, right? We'll chalk it up to a bad possession. It has to be better. But he steps back, wide open. It's no good. But then they get back. Great hands. Good no call. But officiating, like I said, you're gonna get some, they're gonna not get some. Mikal should have been a made basket. Out to Cat. They said he hooked. They call a foul on that. I don't know if I'll call a foul on that. I think we should win the challenge on that. Yo, Grand Theft Auto, yeah, he better start making them buckets though. What's going on? He gotta start making them buckets. Hasim, you have to start making them buckets. 34-32 right now. Knicks are trying to hang and bang with Detroit, as Detroit is becoming a problem for the Knicks right now. And it's with efficiency. One thing about it is it's Cade. Cade's get to his spots. Once he gets to his spots, he draws people in and he starts facilitating. So Cade is doing his thing. All right. Cade is getting to his spots. He's getting to wherever he wants to. And I said that's going to be the biggest problem. How are we going to defend against Cade? How are we going to defend against Cade? And he's pretty much getting everything he wants. And when we send a double, now granted, 5 for 15 is not the best shooting percentage, right? 5 for 15 is not the best. But he's finding guys, getting them involved, right? Drawing the attention. So, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you play him straight up, he's just going to bully OG, get to his spots, shoot over, or they're going to run pick and roll, try to switch to get Brunson, or try to get to a guard, a big to switch over, and he attacks them. For me, what would I live with? I don't know. As a head coach, I don't know. I wouldn't trap him as much because then these guys are making baskets, right? Somebody's leaving, somebody's open. And if we're trapping, utilizing a big, that big is going to roll to the paint, right? That big is going to run into the paint. So, yeah, why is that video so stuttery? I might have to check it up. I wonder if that's the whole thing. I hope it's not. Yeah. But so they obviously called it. They called it an offensive foul. They called it an offensive foul on Cat. So that is Detroit basketball. So obviously, once I saw that, I knew he was going to win the challenge. This is what happens, especially during that time period. So now we got Shamit. Shamit is on Cade Cunningham. So I like the switch up. But let's see. Maybe if Cade wants to get into the paint more, as he dribble it up, dribble handoff, as Karis LeVert comes off of it, as Alvarado with the back tap. I like the aggression from Alvarado. Uh, he is a smaller stature, but that man lacks nothing but heart being out there. But look, Cade coming off the curl, mid-range jump shot is good. I tell you, the execution. We don't stop the execution, guys. Where's the defense, Knicks? Where's the defense? Cat is in the post, one bump, floater, no good. Rebound by Mitch, goes up and fouled off of his second offensive boards. Mitch is being aggressive. We like the aggressive Mitch. I don't know who that lady is, but I probably should bring up Prime instead and just pull up the Prime highlights. So at least it's closer than the Game Time app. Looking at the replay. But free throws no good. But at least they're fouling a lot, so they could kind of get the Knicks into the penalty early, to where Brunson could be aggressive once he gets back into the court. So a really good stretch for Brunson. As Mitch knocks it down. Let's go, Mitch. Mitch right now from the free throw line. I think he's like, was it two for four? As LeVert over Alvarado. Good contest by Alvarado. Out to Mikel. Mikel being guarded by LeVert. Runs a pick and roll. No good. Out to Mitch. Mitch out to Shamit. Shamit should have shot that, but no avail. Let's see. Runs a pick and roll. Doesn't uses it. Gets to the paint. Floats it up. Draws the foul. As that was a good possession. I will take it. But we need to knock down threes right now. Our 3-point shots is nowhere to be found. Knicks are 1 for 11. And that's a big key for us. 3-point shot is a big key for us. It's a big key for us. Hold on, let me put this here. I might have to reset my video because it is looking crazy. Highlight new. Let's open with. All right. So, see if Shamit knocks it down. Free throws are good. Knicks are within one. We gotta get some defense going. Knicks is putting on that full court press. We got Joshua, Alvarado, Shamit, Mikel, and Mitch. So this is a lineup that we haven't seen before. But we got Mikel playing the four. While they're trapping, not for sure, but leaving the paint completely open. Why are we trapping? I don't know why we trapping in that situation. Alvarado catch and shoot three, no good. See, that's the thing though. Alvarado straight on those 3-point shots. Do not be knocking. But I want to see what this foul is called. But yeah, why did the Knicks trap? Why did we trap? Who is this lady? Yeah, I don't know why we trap. But 38-35 as Mikel is sitting down and Brunson is back in. It's a real close game. It's a close game. Without Jalen Duren, without Stewart, Knicks at their full strength. And we are having issues as I don't know what's going on with my Knicks right now. I do not know. It says X Sadi X M10. Anybody hurt yet? Nah, ain't nobody hurt yet. Nobody is hurt yet. But 40-35, as they call Mitch with the foul on Tobias Harris, as it's a lot of just back cut situations. A lot of like back cuts. We're trapping, which is leaving players open, and they're just heading straight to the basket. This is bad coaching game plan. Just bad. But good pass by Brunson as he comes off the floppy, draw twos, then dish it up to Mitch. Mitch with 5 and 4 right now as he is doing his thing. But they run a pick and roll. So we got Josh Hart playing the 4, which I do not like. And Detroit is just bullying us right now. We're playing small ball. Why? Why are we playing? Look, I'm with you. I am with you. I don't know why we playing small ball, but you know what Brunson wants to do? Brunson wants to go ISO, as they call it, defensive 3 seconds right now. Look, yeah, I don't know what's up with my Knicks, man. Like the game plan that we have, as you can see, like I'm cool, right? Alvarado's getting to his spots. They run a pick and roll, right? See, Brunson comes off the floppy. He draws 2 out to Mitch. Perfect execution, right? Perfect execution. Perfect. Josh Hart missed the layup. But just look at this possession real quick. I want to show this possession. The game is still going on, and Detroit almost scored easily. But Tobias Harris, right? Get the offensive rebound because we too small. We too small. We too small. But Knicks on the offensive end. Brunson gets into the paint. Floaters up. No good. 42-39. Detroit in transition. Let's see what they do. Dishes out. Knicks get back. But I don't like this lineup. I do not like this lineup right now. Alvarado, Brunson, Shamit, Hart, and Mitch. Not for this game. As Mitch helps, Tobias Harris catch and shoot 3, knocks it down. Why? Because we're trapping. 45-39. Because we're trapping. This lineup right now is not good. I don't like this lineup. Let's see. Alvarado wants a pick and roll. He doesn't use it. Gets into the paint. Gives it out to Shamit. Shamit catch and shoot 3. No good. Back out. Alvarado catches it and just missing everything. Knicks cannot shoot tonight. No three-pointers are dropping. 45 to 39. Now, mind you, the shots that we have, the attempts that we're taking are good attempts. It's real good attempts. It's real good attempts. We just can't hit anything. Right? We just can't hit anything. Look at Detroit, get whatever they want. Gets it to the paint, we trap. Whenever we trap, you're leaving somebody open, and that's Tobias Harris. Right? Knicks back on defense. Let's get a stop. Right? Duncan Robinson comes off the curl, passes it out to Tobias Harris, catch and shoot three-pointer, no good. Right? We got the starters back in the game right now to close out this quarter. Let's see. Cat draws the foul. Wait. All right. I think there's a foul called on Detroit. All right. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to stay calm right now. Because Cat has no points. Right? Only took 2 attempts. No points. But he has 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Only 2 attempts. It's impossible. Right? Cat at the top of the key. Tries to give it out to Brunson. Detroit is all over the place. There's one thing. Detroit plays, they move their body. Mikal gets it to the paint. Mid-range shot. It is good. Finally a bucket. Let's get back on D. Knicks only down by 4. Jenkins bringing the ball up. They run a pick and roll. Knicks, good turnover. Wasn't paying attention. Let's see. Knicks in transition. Out to Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. Being guarded by Jenkins. Let's see what he do. Big body Brunson gets into the paint. Out to OG. OG pumps fake. Attacks the basket and is fouled. Yeah, OG don't have to lift no more, but I appreciate him attacking. OG do not have the lift, but I appreciate him attacking. OG headed to the free throw line. 45 to 41. No free throws. Yo, what is up? Like, we, as Prime is making fun of Cat, which is not good. Look, I don't blame him. I don't blame him, man. Laughing stock. 45-41. OG at the line. Knicks is missing free throws. We missing 3-point attempts. As the shot is good. Now, mind you, OG missed a lot of games, so I expect some rust. In your first game back, you going up against an all-star, potential all-NBA player at that too. As Cade just get what he want. Easy straight to the basket. 47 to 42. No resistance for Cade. No resistance for Cade. Dribble handoff from Cat out to Hart. Let's see Brunson at the top of the key. They trap him. Give it up to Josh. Josh gets into the paint. Mid-range shot. It is good. 44 to 47. Can we get a stop? We need a stop. 19 seconds on the clock. We stop pressuring him. All right, they blitz. We got Brunson on Cade. You know what he wants to do? Get to his mid-range spot. Pull up jump shot. Oh my God. This is, we have nothing for him. We have nothing for Cade. We have nothing for Cade. Cade had 15 points 2 minutes ago. All right, Brunson gets into the paint. No good. Rebound by Cat. Cat throws the dunk down. Finally get on the board with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. But Cade is being aggressive, guarded by OG. He's banging into the post. Gets into it, throws it up, and it's fouled. It's fouled. Now, mind you, Knicks are only down 3, guys. Only down 3. But the way we are defending Cade Cunningham, makes no sense. Right, this is the possession. Knicks have to fight for everything. They trap, mid-range, gets it in, finally get the bucket. It is good. But let me show you how easy it is for Cade to get a bucket in, right? Mind you, one of our demons, OG, they at the top of the key, right? Switch on it. He got Brunson. What I want to do, get to my spot. Easy, pull up. That's easy. That's too easy for him. That's too easy for him. That's too easy. And then Knicks come in. Let's see. We got to fight hard. There's bodies on bodies. He misses that. He get that. Cat finally gets on board with that bucket. But right back to Cade. Let's see what he does. Be aggressive. He got OG on him, right? For him to have so many dribbles to get into the paint. So many dribbles. Right? This man had multiple dribbles to get into the paint. Nobody didn't send a trap early, right? He had his back to the basket, trying to post up Brunson. Not OG, weak side help could have came, try to trap at that moment because of the personnel that's on the floor who was in the corner, wasn't a great three-point shooter. I think it was Thompson. You attack that aspect, right? Whoever's on Thompson should attack the double team. He's getting what he want right now. Cade with 20 points at the half. Right? Brunson, 4 for 10, having a tough night. Mikal, only 6 points. Josh with 6 points. Towns just scored. Literally just scored in the second quarter with 2 minutes left to go. Right? OG, he's... Every time I think about OG, I'm thinking about that Jamie Foxx show where he was pretending to be R. Kelly about the big toe. Right? That's what I'm thinking about right now. But it's a close game, right? Second half could be a completely different story. This delusional guy again. Your Knicks ain't going nowhere. Jay Mills, what it do, Jay Mills? My Knicks, we going somewhere, brother. We're going somewhere. I always appreciate you rocking. Always appreciate you rocking. And Hassan, Grand Theft Auto, he needs to be Grand Theft bucket getter, man. He needs to get some buckets in. I'm not going to lie. He needs to get some buckets. He definitely needs to get some buckets. And it's like you look at this Detroit team, right? The players don't scare you. Thompson, he don't really score, right? He's in a dunker spot. Paul Reed, he's all right. Duncan Robinson, he's kind of burnt. Miami burnt him out from him running around and knocking all those shots. Because he's not doing that in Detroit. Right? Tobias Harris, he's played out. But yet, they still stay in the game defensively. And they score when they need to. Right? They score when they need to. This man is 8 for 18. 20 points right now. It's 20. His league average is 25. There's no way we're holding him to his league average of 25. He has 20 at the half. He got 20 at the half. And heading to the free throw line to add more. Right? We gotta find a way to make it tough for Cade. Right? What did the coach draw up, right? What's the game plan? Because it's not working. It's not working. So he knocked down both free throws, 51 to 46. And leave it to the Knicks. We not coming out efficient. All right, you got Brunson coming off a curl. He gets into the paint, guarded by Thompson. He pumps fakes. Try to give it to Cat. Turns the ball over. Even though Detroit just botched. They botched that fast break. Thank God. Because the Knicks was just awful. Awful. All right, Duncan Robinson on Brunson. Brunson gets into the paint. It's called. And the foul is called on Reed. Yeah, it's just awful. It's just awful what we do, what we're going through right now. Leave it up to Detroit to botch that fast break. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. They are not that great at scoring. If Cade is not involved. Right? Knocks down his free throw. Look at the possession. Just look at this possession here. All right. What the Knicks have to go through to score. Look, he holding on. No call on the hold. Right? Brunson gets through. Jab step. Bump, bump. Touch, touch. Get on him. Just lackadaisical pass. But here, they try to alley-oop to no avail. No good. Knicks in transition. But let's go. Still in the game, though. 48 to 51. McCabe got Brunson on him. Let's see, gets into a spot. Mid-range jump shot is just too easy for Cade. It's just too easy for Cade. Good pass. Good defense by Thompson as Knicks turn the ball over in transition. Cade gets into the paint. Duncan Robinson just corner threes and just line it up. Line it up. Knicks are down 8. We were just right there. 56 to 48. We were right there. Knicks run the pick and roll. Let's see. As Brunson tries to shoot a three-pointer, no good. As that was a forced shot. Rebound by Cade. Cade out to Tobias in transition. Gives it out to Thompson. It is good. Quick run. Quick run. 20 seconds left on the clock. Knicks need to figure out something right now as we are down. 14 seconds to go. 12 on the clock. Let's see. They run a high pick and roll. Another high pick and roll. Let's see. They were searching. They trap Brunson. Brunson give it up. Out to Mikal. Mikal catch and shoot three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Duncan Robinson. What we doing? Right? What are we doing? And looking at the game, right, I don't really see anything extra that Detroit is doing. I don't see anything extra. But yet, Brunson, 4 for 11, only 13 points. Mikal, 3 for 6, still 50%, but only 6 points. Josh Hart, 3 for 5, 6 points. Towns. I'm going to say this again. Towns. And I don't think this is on Cat. Because this is the system. This is the system that we want, right? He's 1 for 3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls. This is what's happening right now. But Towns, only 3 attempts. You know, OG coming back from the toe, right? Big toe. He's 2 for 6, right? I'm looking at Detroit. You know, Detroit still only have one person in double figures, and that's Cade Cunningham. Cade has 24, right? I'm briefly just going to go down and then I'll get more in depth when I bring up the stat sheet. But Cade Cunningham is 9 for 19. It's 24 points. Paul Reed, 7 points. Duncan Robinson, that was his first 3-point. He was 1 for 3 before that. It was a crucial moment. Tobias Harris, he's 3 for 9, but he has 9 points. He has 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Yet the Knicks are down by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. We're down by 10. And Detroit is not full strength. We've lost to Detroit in Detroit on an average of 30-plus points. And this is the effort and the energy that we get. Now, this is the first game off an All-Star break. I know a lot of players are still shaking the sand off their feet. Right? Still having the hangovers from a couple days in Cancun or Turk and Caicos. But this is a statement game, right? This is a team that demolished us. Demolished us. And yes, I'm on record to saying that regular season don't matter. Playoffs is different. It's 100%. Right? But I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference. Last year when we played OKC, we never beat OKC. But we went into overtime and they were close games. So that gave you faith to say you can beat that team because they were close games. When we played Boston last year, some were a blowout. I believe one or two were blowouts. Actually, I think two. I think one or two were blowouts. The other games, Knicks was right there. We went into overtime one time, and another one we lost by a close game. So those gave you confidence to say you can beat that team because they were close games, right? All the other 500 teams, Cleveland that we played and stuff, close games. So you felt that you could. You felt. Joe, what is good, Joe? What's good, Joe? Those are close games. Now, when we play Detroit and you lose on an average of 30, there's no mindset or hope saying that you can beat this team because it wasn't close. What tape you going off of that can sit there and say, oh yeah, no, we got a chance of beating this team? These dudes are not even healthy. Brunson and Cat are babies. I'm like, they playing. They playing like infants right now. Brunson going 4 for 11, and I don't even see, like, granted, Brunson is still getting his good shots. He's still getting good looks. These are shots that he's made. I don't think Detroit is doing anything crazy this game. It's just not dropping. And Detroit, everything is running through Cade, and we cannot stop Cade. You trying to trap Cade? He's giving the ball up. He's finding players. He go ISO. He's bodying Brunson, getting to his spots with ease. Pull up, jump shot, mid range, cash money all the time. All the time. Right? This is one of the situations where Detroit is real. Detroit is real. And if the Knicks going to come with this mindset to where they're not being aggressive, bro, Cat only has 2 points. He said, Cade's distribute the ball in a way Brunson can't. I'm going to be honest with you. Cade is a legit point guard. He's a legit point guard. We all know Brunson is a shooting guard in a point guard's body. Right? Cade, and don't forget, Cade, height, his size, his ability allows him to see over certain players. So he does make great passes. This is going to be a great playoff series. Oh, shit. I'm hoping it's in the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't want to see Detroit until it's go time. Right? I don't want to see Detroit until it's go time. Let us get the 2 seed and let's avoid Detroit until it's Eastern Conference Finals time period. If they get that far. Because we got to see if they battle tested, Joe. We got to see if they battle tested. Playoffs is a different story. Right? Not to say that they can't make it all the way. Because don't forget, remember OKC. They like OKC is young. They need to prove something. They ran through everybody last year. And still won a chip. So, with my Knicks, man, this is an effort problem that we're dealing with right now. That X's and O's looking dry. Right? This is an X and O situation tonight. The game plan against Cade is dry. I don't know. I'm like, did the Knicks even take this serious? Says y'all don't want the smoke. Joe, we want the smoke, Joe. Right? I'm being modest right now because I'm in my emotions and my feelings. But what happened last year? Last year, Detroit. Everyone avoid Detroit, 4-2. Joe. Then what happened? Defending champs. We lost to them. Knicks ain't ready. Get them out of there. 4-2. And don't forget, Tatum was hurt in what game 5, and we were already up. So they was gonna lose that series, even if we took it to 6. I mean to 7. We was gonna get we got Boston number. True, true. But I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a scenario, Joe. Giving you a scenario, and I look, Detroit got it. They got it. They got it. Right coach, right players, right system. Everybody's feeding into it. They got it. Am I afraid of Detroit? I'm about 90% like Detroit is bad. But it's Detroit is a bad team, but they're simple. And it works for them. Right? My thing is if you stop Cade Cunningham, if Cade has a bad night, Joe, please tell me, right? If you watch Detroit, you let me know. Who else is getting it going in Detroit? Like that can drop 30 or 40 when it comes to playoff time. Right? Because remember, that was Cade's last year was Cade's first year into the playoffs. So he was a deer in headlights trying to figure out how to maneuver and was still good. Was still good. It was his first intro to the playoffs. So now he got a taste. Obviously, he's going to be better. But who else? Duncan Robinson, can he do it? Okay, see, this how I know, right, Joe? This how I know Detroit might not be your team. Uh, Ivy got traded to Chicago. He's in Chicago right now, my boy. He's in Chicago. Jaden Ivory's in Chicago about the ball. But yeah, he got traded. Detroit traded him. So, but it's a tough one. Detroit is playing Detroit style of basketball. Oh, okay, my fault. Oh, okay, the teardrop. I didn't see that. I didn't see the teardrop. You're right. My fault. You're right. I apologize, Joe. I didn't see the teardrop from my distance. It looked like a laughing emoji. But yeah. Look, Ivy. I was so happy Ivy wasn't playing last year. Him and Stewart, because it would have been a different story. It would have been a different story. His quickness, he's about 6'5". His jump shot is not elite, but he still causes a problem. So I give it up to him. But all right, enough with that. Let's kind of look at the stats. Let me show you guys the horrible stats right now, and then we take a look at the league to see what's going on. I'll pull this screen up. So for the Knicks, Brunson is the only one, 4'11", who's in double figures right now with 13 points, 1 for 4 from 3-point line. He's 4 for 4 from the field, but he's having a bad night. Mikal is still Mr. I'm going to get my percentage up, but can't make a basket. Says I appreciate you, but Pistons in 4. Look, if we catch them in the finals, they're gonna be battle tested and bruised up. We don't know if they got the longevity in them. Pause. But we'll see. We'll see, Joe. We'll see, Joe. Appreciate you rocking and interacting, Joe. I definitely need that because Knicks are playing trash right now, so I need something to take it off. But looking at the lineup, Mo Diawara, he has no attempts. Jose Alvarado, a dude coming off the bench, got just as much attempts in 11 minutes than anybody else on the team. He got more attempts than OG, more attempts than Josh Hart, more attempts than Cat, more attempts than Mikal Bridges. So, and this is Jose Alvarado with all these attempts, right? Still 3 for 4. I mean, 3 for 7. None of the 3-pointers are dropping, right? But I mean, he's there. Mitch has been a sighting I'm not gonna lie. I like the offensive game from Mitch. Mitch was 7 points, 2 for 3 from the field, 3 for 6 from the free throw line, 50%. I like Mitch grabbing the offensive rebound with the spin off, going up, attacking the basket. I like that. I like the aggression from Mitch. So 7 points, 4 rebounds. Need a little bit more boards, but that's fine. Shamit, we brought you here for a reason, my guy. Knock down the 3-point shots. Knock down the 3-point shots. And let's look at Cades, right? The whole starting five are plus minus. They're in the plus, right? Tobias Harris, even though he's 3 for 9, 33 from field, 1 for 3 from 3-point line, he's still a plus 13. Why? 4 assists and 5 rebounds and a block, and he's knocking it down. Assault Thompson, he started to get it going late, but he's just a stat stuffer with the 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 points. That's what he does. Paul Reed, he could space the floor out with his 3-point shooting. It's not the best, but he's 3 for 4 from the field, 1 for 1 for 3. Actually, no, 0 for 1 from the field. He's 1 for 1 from the free throw line. But 4 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal, and he has 7 points. But their leader, Cade with 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 24 points. But he's still 47% from the field, 9 for 19. 9 for 19 is, it's okay. But the ideal is to keep him at his league average, which is, 27 points? 26 points? He's already there at the half. So that means that game plan did not work. So if I'm coach, I'm pressing early. All right, let's go to the game plan. Let's go to the game. Let me see. If I'm coach, I'm pressing early. Soon as the ball tip, we in whoever's skin I got the ball. Press up. Right? Press up. Move the basketball if I'm the Knicks, right? Brunson, get to the paint, dish it out. We like to spray. Drive and spray. Get that. Knock down some threes, Knicks. 1 for 6% from the 3-point line. That's the difference. I truly believe if we knock down our 3-point shots, we are in the game. And these were open shots, contested shots, but makeable shots. These are makeable shots. It's the key. This is the key. Press. Stay with your man. If Cade gets to certain spots, then you trap. You don't wait till he get 9 dribbles into the paint and then want to send a double team. He's already in the paint. You're going to send a double. Somebody's going to be else open in the paint, and they're going to get the bucket. Nah, it's not what we doing. It's not what we doing. All right, but we back. I'm tired of ranting. Let's get it going. As Detroit get what they want. Simple, out of bounds play. Simple. And they get it going. Let me see. What do I want to... we could leave it like this. So JB comes off, gets into the paint, bump fade. He's trapped. Got 3 people on him. Somebody's open. Josh gets into the paint. Floater. It is good. Bucket. It's good. Knicks within 10. Let's get some defense going now. All right, Cade Cunningham guarded by OG. OG been getting cooked all game. Let's see what they do. You go ISO, give it out, pull up 3-pointers, no good. And they called a foul on Thompson. As a loose ball foul is called on Thompson. I don't blame him. Yeah, I might. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of them Gotham app. I don't think I have the Prime. I don't have the Prime. Goddamn Gotham app.
Warrants all eyeballs on the floor for looking at him.
Goddamn Gotham app. All right, Knicks with possession. Cat at the top. Cat needs to be aggressive. He gets into the paint and it is fouled. This is what I'm talking about, Cat. Be aggressive. Get to the line. There's no reason for you to only have 3 attempts. Now, granted, he didn't play a lot of minutes, right? When I look at Cat minutes, Cat only played 15 minutes. Only 15 minutes for Cat. How much did Brunson play? Brunson played 19. Cat got to get the minutes too, guys. Come on, coach. Cat got to get the minutes. Free throw is cash money, right? The best shooting big in the league, and you telling me you only have 3 attempts? Nah, that's something got to give. Something has to give. Something has to give. Let's see. 60 to 51. Second free throw from Cat is good. You got 60 to 52. K bringing the ball up, dishing it out. They get to their sets. Back out. They run a screen. Let's see. They try to get into drop coverage. Knicks are shuffling now. Okay, so I see the intensity. Thompson gives it up. Fucking baseline jump shot. Baseline jump shot, boy, by Paul Reed. He ain't even jump and knocked it down. Come on, Cat. Cat catch and shoot 3 and 1, bro. About time. About time. About time. God darn it. About time. 4-point play by Cat. We gotta, like, why are we waiting to get Cat involved? Cat is an elite player. Why are we waiting? Let's go. 55 to 62. This is a stretch, right? Make your adjustments in the second half. Knicks are a great second half team. We make our adjustment. Bucket is good. Let's get some defense now. Let me see. Are they going to show that 4-point play? That's still at the line. Good possession. But look, Paul Reed to stand still attack. But I want to show this play real quick as OG gets into the paint. Dish it out to Cat. Cat trying to go back-to-back three-pointers. No good. But look at the and 1 3-point by Cat. Bucket, 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 Cat. Took forever. But let's go. Detroit back-to-back misses. Knicks are bringing it up in transition. Out to Cat. Cat throws it down on a fast break. 62 to 58. Cat coming out being aggressive. Buckets. Cat 3 for 6 from the field. 6 points. Cat literally only had 2 points. Come out aggressive with 8 quick buckets by Karl Anthony Towns. Like, this is why some of the blame goes on the coaching. Right? Some of the blame goes on the coaching. You have a player of Cat stature that you just let him just pass. See, great defense. Knicks in transition, almost turns it over. Cat said, look, I'm going to take it, drop it out to OG. OG said, I don't got nothing. You got multiple people open. Brunson Cat try to back-to-back it. No good. But look, solid defense. You let him give it up. Cat moving his feet. No good. Got it here. Brunson bringing it up. That's what I like to see. Boom. Out to Cat. Aggressive. 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 That's all. That's all. That's all I want, Cat. Be aggressive. That's all I want, Cat. It's for you to be aggressive. Let's go. Started out early. Right? 10 to 4 right now. We back in it. We back in it. There's no reason why we're not running our offense through Cat right now. There's no reason. There's no reason. He was being soft, worrying about everyone else. Nah. Come on, Cat. All right, that's the That's the crazy part. My man Cat playing soft in the first half. Why he playing soft? All right? Why he playing soft in the first half? Now the coaches and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, now let's get the ball to Cat." You should have been gave the ball to Cat. Right? You should have been gave the ball to Cat. Why are we waiting till the second half for Cat to be dominant? But let's go. JB with 6 assists. He's hanging us in there. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 for 11, 13 points. Right? Get Cat going. They're going to have to double team Cat. Other movements going. Right? We have too much talent on this team. Even Mikal. Like, why Mikal is not in certain spots to be aggressive and to take over games? Why is he only, subsequent to being a catch and shoot player or mid range? Where's his ISO game? Kels, where your ISO game? You want to make 140 million, right? Mr. 6 first round draft picks. Come on, I'm just emotional. Making sure my guys are doing what we doing. Well, that's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see. Let me switch account. Okay, all right. Let me look at Twitter. How we doing on the Twitter end? All right, Twitter looking Gucci. Oh shit, who that? I have to check Twitter for a second. Make sure the Twitter's up and running good too. Look, Cade pull up for the 3-pointer, no good. Can the Knicks grab the boards? Let's go. Knicks in transition, 58-62. Cat at the top of the key. Out to Mikal. Mikal be aggressive. Out to OG. OG got to attack. Right? Cade ain't got no feet. Let's go, Cat. Cat off the offensive rebound. Let's get back on D. Get back on D. Tobias Harris being guarded by Josh Hart. They run a pick and roll. They get into a drop coverage. Mikal with the steal. Knicks in transition. Out to OG done got it. OG do not have the lift. Duncan Robinson catch and shoot 3. I know he was going to fill that one. Detroit back up to 5. As Knicks had numbers. It was 3 on 1. As Cat tries to pass it up to OG. OG do not have the lift. Cat with the spin off. Gets into the paint. Almost past it, but a foul is called. Ugh. Let's see. What possession is this one? Was this a bad possession for us? Yeah, because look, he has no lift. He got no lift. OG do not have the lift there no more. Right? And you know OG's game. He liked to attack the basket. He loved to attack the basket off of 2 feet and get up there. The pain might be gone, but OG ain't got no lift. All right, Cat at the top of the key. Step back 3. No good. Sometimes I question those 3-point attempts. But Cade got Josh Hart on him as he just lose the ball. Great defense right now. Let's get some Knicks chance. Come on, OG. God, OG's fucking open and missing shots. Knicks cannot get a 3-point down as Cade gets into the paint out to Duncan Robinson. Just now Duncan Robinson is catching flames. He hit his last 3 threes. His Cat gets into the paint. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Bro, this is a challenge right here that the Knicks are going through. Sometimes it's the call issues. Look at Duncan Robinson just catching it and finding it in rhythm. But Detroit just kind of they're getting whatever they want right now. Just look at this attempt by Cat. Step back three. Just no legs with that. Why would you even attempt that? And then look what we do here. Right? Are we getting back? All right, but Cat's heading to the free throw line. We need to get some motion going right now. 68-62. You know, free throw is good by Cat. Let's get on some defense, man. Get some D. Cade Cunningham being guarded by OG. We got Duncan Robinson coming up the flare. They switch. Cade gets into the paint. Back out to Duncan again. Who's just wide open. Knicks get the board, but they're just running their sets, man. And Cade is just drawing too much attention, leaving Duncan Robinson open. Just back-to-back possessions of just great plays for him. As Brunson going ISO Brunson, bucket, it is good. 64-68, good ISO by JB. Brunson is there, but wait, Brunson got more than 13, right? No, we got 13. Let's get some defense going. They want to pick and roll. Josh got Cade on him. What they call a foul. But Brunson off the dribble. That was a good ISO play. But I think this is the play here to where they just had Duncan Robinson. Just look at the set. Duncan Robinson come off the flare. Cade cuts. They just worry about him too much that they leave Duncan Robinson open. We gotta talk. Gotta talk on defense. Okay, so Rollins looked like he got elbowed. So they checking to see if it's a flagrant. Of course they want to check to see if it's a flagrant. It's nonsense. Let me see. OG. Huh? Dude, bro, they be calling nonsense. Dude kept running on the curl. He not paying attention who's in front. OG just box, uses his body. But why this man lip is bleeding? OG hit his chest. That's I don't know. Let me see. This is Brunson on the ISO. Was this Brunson on the ISO? Yeah, this is Brunson on the ISO play. He actually did his thing, though. Whoop, whoop, hit him, wop, wop. You obviously can't see it because it's far back. But I mean, we only down by 4. And I'm saying only, but this is an emotional roller coaster, man. My guys can't get it going. Like, nobody. 2 for 9. Right? 4 for 8 for Cat. 4 for 6 for Josh. Josh not even being aggressive. I'm not seeing him attacking the basket or pushing the pace. Where's the pace in this game? It's the third quarter. Almost about to be the fourth quarter. 68-64. What is this? The 90s? All right, Thompson want to post up on JB. And they call a foul. As they said, take it to Jalen Brunson. Yo, the refs. Mind you, I was looking at the stats. You always got to look at the plus and the minus for gambling aspects and stuff. That plays a major role in sports today. But the Knicks were a minus. I think it was like minus something, whatever the case is. So that means a lot of people was betting on the Knicks to win. So if you took Detroit, you know, you're going to win bank. And from the looks of it, the refs are calling it Detroit way. All right? I could be biased. I could be, you know, in my emotions right now as Thompson knocks down both free throws. Knicks down by 6. Come on, guys. Got to get something going. why is he not? He wasn't taking shots. OG wasn't taking shots. He wasn't taking shots when he had the toe issue, because this man, right? I guess it gets to a point in time to where do we sit OG? Do we sit OG, right? And you bring in Diawara, right? Is it that point of time? All right, action you shall receive, but no, OG is still in the game, but Diawara is in. Diawara and Mitch. Cause jeez. Right? Tobias is posting up. That's all Detroit wants to do is post, bro. They are literally just posting. When the Knicks go small, that's all they doing is searching for the smaller player, and they posting. Brunson pulls up for the three-pointer, finally gets a three-pointer down, knocks it down, 69-72. There was no emotion in that because we got to come back, right? Cade getting to a spot. I'm telling you, just these bang-bang plays, the Knicks don't want it. Knicks don't want it, right? We almost had the possession. We lose the ball. It falls out to Cade. Cade catches and shoots, knocks down a three-pointer, 75-67. (75-67). Now, mind you, we scored 19 to their 17. But the fact that we couldn't close out the last half, where we were up, now it's 30-22. We had the 10, coming out 10 early buckets. But once we hit, Detroit hit back harder. Right, 10 for 22 for Cade. Cade with 27 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Right, Tobias Harris with 11. He's starting to get it going gradually, taking advantage of the mismatches. Brunson 6 for 13. OG 2 for 10. 2 for 10 from OG. Wide open 3-point shots, just not there. And mind you, for his first game back, and he has to guard a high-level All-NBA player. Right? He was out for a while. It's a lot of rust. Was he working out? Was he running? I don't think he could have done any of that with the toe. Yeah. It's going to be a long second half, right? The road to 50 games. You're trying to get the Knicks to 50 wins, right? With 27 games left. In order for us to do that, we got to win 15 games. 15 out of 27. So what, 15-12? But I don't want to lose 12 games. Then our next, who we play next? Right? Who the Knicks play next? We played the Houston Rockets. KD coming to the Garden. KD going to want to show out. And that's back-to-back nights that OG going to have to guard and defend. Right? The demon is not on demon time. He's not. Right? And I don't know why we expect for him to come back and actually be better with the toe injury. Right? You see, when he's attacking the basket, he would get a higher lift. That lift ain't there. He's still trying to get his legs up under him. Yeah. But Detroit is playing a good game, man. They're just running their sets. They're running their offense. They're taking advantage of the mismatches. And the mismatches is clear as day. Brunson is small. If they're gonna put Shamit on Tobias, he's gonna post up. Then of course you saw Thompson being aggressive when he had Brunson on him in the paint. They're gonna attack the paint. They're going to attack the paint. Oh, Kristaps is back. Let me find out if Kristaps Porzingis is gonna play for Golden State. I want to see how that looks like. But no Steph Curry tonight. So mind you, we a half a game back of Boston. Knicks need to do something to at least try to. I want the Atlantic Division title, man. This is the year. But let's see. Landry Shamet is at the top of the key. Pulls up for the mid range, no good. Just Knicks just can't do nothing individually. Cade stops and pop for the 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Diawara. Gives it out to Brunson. Right now, OG, Brunson, Diawara, Mitch, and Shamet is on the floor. And Knicks are being forced out. Brunson is literally by the logo with 9 seconds left to go as they're trying to figure out to get into their offense. Brunson going back into ISO ball. Stops it, pop, turn off the mid-range. It is good. Big body Brunson going to ISO ball. Let's get some defense going, guys. Now, mind you, Cade has been in the game for the most part. That's how they're staying afloat, is running everything through Cade. Cade at the top of the key, being guarded by OG. Gets into the paint. It's too easy. It's just too easy. He literally just had a drive straight to the basket. No help defense. Nothing. As look at Detroit. Oh Lord. OG catch and shoot 3. It's not there. Just he doesn't got it tonight. OG do not have it. First game back. He is bricking everything. OG's 2 for 11. Do he continue to keep shooting? As Cade Cunningham is filling himself back-to-back buckets. Back-to-back buckets. Lead is back up to 10. Back-to-back buckets. Cade right now with how much? 29 points. Let's see. As they are trapping Brunson. We got to get Cat back into the game. Brunson gets into the mid-range shot. The bucket is good. We can't trade bucket for bucket because Detroit, their defense is so much better than ours. So we gotta get a stop. Cade being guarded by OG. They're looking for the screen. Let's see how they get into the drop coverage. Drops it up to the center. Cade with the push off, pump fake. What do they call? Yeah, Cade is just getting what he wants on OG, bro. He just bodying OG. I've never seen, like, how much does Cade weigh? And you know what it is? It's just the versatility of Cade that just, he throws. He's being thrown off. OG don't know what to do. Do I stay put? Do I worry about the 3-point shot? Do I worry about the attack and drive? It's just too much. Cade just have too much right now. Now he got OG. Mikal is on him. He gets into the paint. Just switch cheese the Knicks. Gets into the paint with ease. 33-7. Yo, Knicks got nothing for Cade. The Knicks have nothing for Cade, guys. I can't tell you. I don't know. Just look at this. Just gets to the basket with ease. With ease. He just attacks him. With ease. And look at this next possession. Right? Just pumps fake. I believe they called a foul on that. But he's... Shamet could knock down a free throw. Yo, Cade. Cade is special. I'll give you that. Cade is special. Cade is special. He's just single-handedly devouring the Knicks. Single-handedly. As Shamet knocks down. Now, granted, we're 9 points. We're still there. Just a runaway. It's a runaway, guys. What are we going to do? Right? Because all they're doing is running pick and roll. Right? Then he want Mikal. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to go ISO. Just gets to his spots. Jesus Christ. No matter who we put on him, he just gets to his spots, pull up and drop it. But the Knicks, we can't run our offense. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Right? They're trying to get to our sets. It's 10 seconds left, and we're still at the top of the key. No ball movement. We don't know what we're doing. Out to Shamet. Shamet catch and shoot 3. It is good. He knocks it down. But this is the last seconds of the key. Last section of possession.
Three-point goal.
Sorry, I don't think this. All right, Cade is attacking. Gives it up. Knocks down a three-pointer, 86-75. Detroit is up by 11. Knicks has no answers as we're trading baskets, but we're not getting stops. Right, Shamit catch and shoot, back-to-back three-pointer. Can he get it? To no avail. To no avail. But now Cade in transition gives it up. You know what? Knicks are not bringing no energy, guys. 75-88, and this is just Detroit just got our number. They know what this is just devastating. Right? Knicks going through their sets. Alvarado gets into the paint, out to Mikal. Mikal bobbles it, pulls up for the mid-range shot is good. 88-77. Knicks trying to get some defense going. Right, so they got Hollins on the court right now. Hollins, Smith, Cade, Green, and Paris LeVert. As they got Alvarado being guarded by Cade, which he should have probably been on it for the longest. Pulled up for the deep three, no good. Rebound by Brunson. As that's a great defensive possession. Maybe we could feed off of it out to Mikal. Mikal turn around for the jump hook. No good. We needed that basket. But Karis LeVert in transition, guarded by Brunson, out to Hollins. Hollins want to slow it down with 15 seconds on the clock. Karis LeVert try to pull up for the three, gets into the paint, reverse layup. It is good. That's the Knicks just can't do shit right now. 77-90. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. Right? 9 seconds left to go. Let's see. They run a pick and roll. They blitz it. It's called for a foul. As Jalen Brunson got hit in the mouth and he's bleeding. Whoa. What a game, guys. What a game. We still got a quarter left, but the Knicks can't score. We can't score. Is our offense that trash that we can't score? Because I'm looking at Detroit and I'm like, their defense is not that, like, I don't see anything that's crazy to say, oh man, guys, like we can't do nothing with them. I feel like we're hurting ourselves. Get into the sets. Get in early. Move the rock. Right? Attack certain players. Run through Cat. Look, now they want to bring Jeremy in to guard Cade Cunningham with 6 seconds left to go. You is situational. Let's see what he does. Cade still gets the rock. They set the screen. He stays with him lateral. Dribble steps, gets into the paint. Oh, good block. Good block. I gotta show that. It's probably the only bright spot that possibly happened just now. JB knocked down the shot. So now look, he just went on a run just now and was Cade I'm talking about, to where he scored 11 points on his own, then started dishing the rock. But we bring in Jeremy. Right? You got to look at this last possession, though. Brunson, we know you knocked down the shot. That's good. But I look at Jeremy. Jeremy's on him, right? Playing solid D, bringing the ball up. Sorry if my New York thing is in the way. Right? Gets into the post. It's a good block shot. But just like you finally put someone that could move his feet laterally. I wonder if they're going to play. They got to play Jeremy. They got to play him the second this this fourth quarter. They gotta play him. It's the only person that came in that stayed with Cade, put some type of pressure on him. OG, sit. You done for the night, my guy. OG done for the night. I'm sorry, OG. You done for the night. OG was 2 for 11, 18%, 0 for 6 for three-pointer, right? Now you got 4 blocks. He got 4 blocks, but the 5 points, OG, no rebounding. We used to OG rebounding. It's one of those nights. It's one of those nights. It's definitely one of those nights. Cat with only 23 minutes. Why has Cat only got 23 minutes? Brunson already got 30. We still got a whole quarter left. So you're telling me Cat's going to play the entire 12 minutes? The substitution patterns, right? Coach, granted, you're trying to figure out rotations. OG ain't got it. He don't got it tonight. Right? Shamit, it's tough for Shamit to kind of knock down shots. Right? Mitch had 11 minutes in the first half. Second half, this man only had, 3 minutes? And I thought Mitch was aggressive. He was at least being a deterrent in the paint. You could have went with a double big. Put Cat at the 4, Mitch at the 5. Then you could have had, Diarra or OG. Right? Because Josh, I'm sorry, Josh, he's irrelevant tonight. Right? Yes, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 8 points. But all of that I felt like was in the first quarter. Or in the first half. What has he done in the second half? And then when Detroit go with size, Knicks need to match with size. I don't care. Don't put Josh, Shamit, Brunson in the game and Mikal. But let's see. Let's see what we do. Game starting back. Cat at the top of the key out to Mikal. Mikal gets into the paint. Turns the damn ball over. Detroit in transition. They turn the ball over. Okay. Come on, guys. Come on. All right. They got Alvarado, Sohan, Cat, Hart, and McKellen. Right? Cat at the top of the key. Got a small body on him. Look, where's the defensive 3? Everybody's on Cat. In and out on the 3-point attempt. Everybody's on Cat. You should have held that ball a little longer and get a defensive 3 call. But let's go. Let's get some defense going. Oh, sorry. Wrong one. See, look. They're just leaving people open. Miscommunication, guys. We gotta have a team meeting again. Right? Out to Cat. Cat. Oh, Lord. Cat turns the ball over. Detroit got numbers. And they called a foul on Mikal. 90-79. Yeah. Tell you, man. I don't know. My Knicks. Green at the free throw line. First free throw is no good. Let's see. Green back at the line. Free throw, it is good. 91-79 right now. Knicks are bringing that ball up. Let's see. Alvarado at the top of the key runs a pick and roll with Cat. Cat flares up, gets into the paint. Left-hand layup. It is good. Bucket. It is good. Knicks are within 10. Still a close game with 10 minutes left to go. Alvarado's guarding Jenkins. They're pressing. Let's see. LeVert being guarded by Mikal. They get into drop coverage. Good hands as Sohan traps everyone. Excuse me. As Knicks is going with the length. So look, they bringing in Jeremy. See if he could get some stops. I need to see what he could do with Cade. I think we should have been Cade didn't let it loose too much already. But let's see. Reed got the ball out to Cat. Cat being guarded by Jenkins. Jenkins gets into the paint, throws it up. And they called a foul? Yeah, the refs are not trying to give the Knicks any opportunity to come back. I mean, he gets the hookup, but where's the foul? And they call the foul on Alvarado. Where's the foul? I'm trying to see where's the foul because I'm look at this possession, right? I think this was a good possession. This is when we trapped him and good thing, but I'm telling you, this is it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Like I need to see some type of energy. I need to see that we care tonight, right? Nobody's knocking down shots. The 3-point shots are not dropping at all. Like there's a legit lid on the Knicks right now to try to knock down shots or to generate good shots in general. Everything is so tough. All these dribble handoff situations. It's a good defensive possession by Reed. This Cat tries to get into the paint. He just blocks Cat. I mean, there's nowhere for Cat to go in that situation anyway. But good defense by Reed. Cat is guarding Tobias Harris. Just one dribble, gets into the paint. No good. Rebound by Reed. Out to Karis LeVert, wide open for the 3-pointer. It is good. 97 to 81. Second chance opportunity. We're not grabbing the boards. Once again, why Cat? They're just Cat, yeah. All right. We don't have anything. We don't have anything for Detroit. Right? Just look at this possession. Knicks we just don't have it. Right? Hand it off to Cat. Cat with the dribble handoff. He tries to get into the paint. Just blocks it. Right? Blocks it. Right? Detroit in the open field in possession. They slow it down. We're still waiting for Cat to get back. He get back into the play. He helps the cutter. He comes over back. He said, look, we want to set a screen. We want Cat. Cat can't move lateral. So what he do? Look, just one tween, and he's at the paint. Gets that Reed with the offensive boards. The second opportunity. Why? Because we're little. Knocks it down. We're small. We're small. You got Alvarado, Mikel, and Josh Hart. So who's playing? Well, Sohan is playing power forward at 6'8", which they said he's the forward. That's fine. So him and Tobias Harris can match up. But when you got Josh Hart on him or Alvarado, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's crazy because watching all the games, like I said, it's not the same. You don't feel the same uh, when we faced Boston last year, when we faced OKC last year, because those are games that we were close. We tried to keep it close. The Knicks were close. Even though we lost the game, there was opportunities for us to be in the game. Right? Seeing Detroit, and they're not obviously not at their full strength, their full health, and how they execute. Mind you, and Cade been on the bench. Cade been on the bench this fourth quarter, and they're actually still staying apart, still being aggressive defensively. They're still making their buckets when they need to, whether it's an and one, 3-point attempt in transition. They're still playing defense. Wow. Yeah. It's definitely a situation to where if I'm the Knicks, I'm I'm cautious of Detroit. This is the last time we see Detroit for now, right? So there's no payback. There's no more payback after this, right? Unless it's seeing them in the playoffs. And the film that we got right now leading to the playoffs is showcasing that we have nothing for them. If we continue to play the style of basketball that we playing now, and what Detroit is the ranked second defensive team in the NBA. Who's the first? Is it the San Antonio Spurs? I gotta see. I gotta see. But and they're saying that 40-13. Even though uh, OKC got a better record as far as wins, Detroit have the least lost. Look, great block shot. Out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets into the paint. What's he gonna do? Layup. It is good. Okay, Josh, I see you. 97-83. Just the opportunity. Let's see, Jeremy guarded by Cash LeVert. We got Landry Shamet. Look, why is that not an offensive foul? He literally extended his arms. Cash LeVert get into the paint. Look, just roll out to Reed. Easy bucket, bro. We can't even guard up 1-on-1. We're leaving guys open. Let's see, Josh pulling up for the 2-pointer. No good. Bro, even without Durant and Stewart, Knicks just have no answers for Detroit. There's none. There's no answers. Good steal by Jeremy Sohan. I'm telling you, he's probably the bright spot, maybe. He's probably the bright spot as far as someone that we can possibly throw on Cade and disrupt Cade. Jeremy's going to the bench. Are you gonna bring him in when Cade comes in? If I was coach, that's the experiment that I'm doing. As Knicks are trying to press now, you got the Karis LeVert. Jesus Christ. Karis LeVert just comes in, steps back, blow by Brunson, and just hits the 3-pointer. Look at this. Look at this. Karis LeVert goes for the steal. The layup no good. Yo, we can't do nothing against Detroit. 104-85. Shaman pulls up for the 3, knocks it down. I don't even know if it deserves a 3-pointer, but we'll take it. All right, let's see. Let's get some defense going. That's Karis LeVert trying to get it going. And LeVert, I remember with him out in Brooklyn, man. Thought he was a solid player. Great strip by Shamet. It's Knicks basketball. Good defense. But just look, no. We didn't come out with the energy, guys. And I get it. It's All-Star break. I don't want to make excuses for people and players, but Detroit is doing what they want. And look, Bickerstaff is still complaining about something. What are you complaining about? It's certain coaches that I do not like, right? Nick Nurse, right, out in Philly, and Bickerstaff. These dudes complain they complain. And Detroit just running on us, guys. That's it. It's a ball game. It's a ball game. Right? Like I told you, they play. They play like hungry street ballers, bro. They play like hungry street ballers. Look at this possession here for Brunson. It's just simple. It's just simple. and he just knocks it. Look at JB expression. It's just simple. It's just simple, and he knocks it down. Trying to see if there was any. Nope, that's the only one. All right, Cade with 35 and 10. 107 to 88. Look, Brunson trying to take it up on Cade. Goes to his floater. Floater is good. Floater is good. Look, Josh is trying to pick up Cade Cunningham full strength. Why you bring an OG back in? It's too much. I would let Jeremy look, because Cade gets into his spots easily. No, all right, good defense. Josh takes it to the rack. Josh. Look, I mean, hard fouls. Hard fouls is not going to come easy. 107 to 90. Look at Spike. Of course, Spike. You got to do what's going on. Right? 17-point lead with Marbury in attendance, Spike in attendance. Yo, I tell you, when I tell you JB Bickerstaff complains, bro, this man complains. All right, what is this possession? Let me see. I think this is JB gets into the floater. Yeah, there's a contact, but he still got to it. But look at, I mean, Cade just gets whatever he wants, man. Whatever he wants. Boom, whatever he wants. Looking to assist. I mean, granted, Knicks got it. Josh being aggressive gets into the paint. But yeah, surprisingly, man, I thought we were gonna come out with the level of, you know, assertiveness against Detroit. Like, do the Knicks know that we got blown out by these guys 30 every time? Now, granted, we could be a playoff situation to where we don't even see Detroit, and Detroit get bumped in the first round or second round while we move on. But this will always sting. This will always sting. Right? This will always sting. This is a situation where, like, Tibbs, we wouldn't have had this under Tibbs. And I hate to go back and speak on the Tibbs situation, because we're here now. We want to move forward. But under Brown, why do I have to question toughness? It's the same team. Because we got a different leader now, you don't have the same toughness? I don't believe that. And then why do I have to rely on my coaches for me to bring the energy that I need to bring? Your goal is to win a championship. Your mindset is to win a championship. What, you want to bring that every night? Effort. Energy. Right? I'm eager to hear what coach is going to say after the game. I truly want to hear what Brown is going to say. Because when you look at Detroit on paper, right? Just going solely on paper compared to the Knicks, we have so many weapons from top to bottom, offensively and defensively, that look so much better than Detroit. So much better than Detroit. Certain teams just have your number. I mean, look at Cleveland in the playoffs, right? We had Cleveland number in the playoffs. Indiana got our number in the playoffs. Twice we got eliminated. Well, I mean, down 17. Josh heading to the line. Let's see what we can do. I mean, we still got 6 minutes, right? 6 minutes. I've seen 20 points scored in a run. I've seen it before. I've seen it. Well, missing free throws, it ain't gonna happen. Right? It's tough. I don't even know why they bringing OG back, bro. OG been stinking it up. If OG, you better knock down some threes, because nobody's knocking down threes as a team. What are the Knicks doing as a team? Knicks are 5 for 29. We're 17% from three. Right? We didn't see no Jordan Clarkson, so he's deep on the bench right now. All we saw was Diawara. Look, he gets into the paint. It's easy. It's too easy. It's too easy for Cam, right? And he's making a statement. Brunson gets into the paint, floater is up. 93 to 109, right? I don't know why they put Josh Hart on him. Look, OG said, yo, don't put him. I'm good. I'm good. So let's see what Josh gonna do as they flaring. How's the Nick? Oh, ref is cheating, bro. Ref is cheating. Ref is cheating. It literally went off of Detroit. He's showing emotion like that, and the ref wanted to give it to Detroit. That's crazy. But let's see. Brunson being guarded by Thompson gets it to the paint. Mid-range shot. It's good. Brunson getting it going. But look, it's too easy for Cade. That's too easy. Too easy. 9-5 to 109. We have to get stops. We have to get stops. Let's get some defense going. All right, look, they got Jeremy on Cade. They run the screen. Good hands by Mitch. Out to Landry Shamet. Layup, it is good. Okay. Jeremy. They finally put Jeremy Sohan on him, and he gets a steal. Oh, wow. Why they didn't put him in the game earlier? Why they didn't put him in the game earlier? It's ridiculous. Right? Coaching. He's torturing everybody. You brought him over here to see what he could do defensively, and you put the guy in the game after Cade already got 37 points. 15 for 30. Cade is literally 50% from the field with 10 assists and 6 rebounds. What is going through your mindset, coach? What is going through your mindset? What's going through your mind? All right? This was pretty much Jeremy getting the steal, but I wanna take it back a bit. All right, look at the possession. I gotta switch this one up. Right, they finally bring Jeremy in. Hold on, did I put it back too far? Okay, I think I put it back too far. As Brunson getting to a spot. Okay, yeah, I think I did it. Okay, no. So this is the possession, right? Look at the possession. He's on him. He ain't breathing. It's nuts to butt right there. Try to get it to the paint. Give me the steal. Let's go. Aggressive. Pass it up. Layup is good. All right, let's get some defense going. All right, we got who on the floor? Brunson, Sohan, Shamit, OG, and Mitch. But good one by Thompson. Yo, they're just out rebounding my Knicks, to be honest with you. Let's see, Cade. Oh my God. Yeah, Cade just killing us. 40 points. Now he feeling himself too. Jesus Christ. He's feeling himself. Look, Brunson going ISO. We going ISO. Dribble into two players. Yeah, we ain't got we ain't got it, guys. Detroit is running amok on us. We can't get nothing going offensively. Um, Detroit is just getting into us. Brunson trying to go ISO ball now, which is probably too late. Shamit catch and shoot three. Rebound by Mitch. No foul. But I think Mitch came into the game a little too late. But then they call a blocking on that aspect. All right, look, Cade is just screaming in niggas' faces and all that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Knicks got to do something about that. I would have elbowed him in his throat, something. But look, Brunson going ISO, dribble, spins to it, literally just dribble right into that. Cade throws it up, alley-oop possession. As Detroit, they going for it, feeling themselves, and they got a right to. They have a right to. Knicks trying to find a way. Brunson gets into the paint. It's my thing though. Mitch did grab the board though, but I'm saying there's no foul unless that was all ball. But yeah, there's nothing. Let's see. Shaman pulls up, catch and shoot 3-pointer, knocks it down.
Three-point goal.
Still down by 16. 3 minutes to go. We're pressing. Let's see. Mitch is on the bench because they bring in Cat in the last 3 minutes. I don't like the substitution pattern. But let's see. I mean, he's just getting whatever he wants right now. Cade Cunningham, spectacular performance, man. This man is just getting whatever he wants. He's just getting whatever he wants, man. 42 points from Cade. Wow. This man came to the Garden and was ready. Don't matter who they put on this man. As it's just, he gets to his spot easy. Cat was just so late on that secondary help. Let me see this possession. Look, I think this is when Shamit knocked down a 3-pointer. Just come off a pin down, catches it, let it fly. I mean, 2 minutes. This game is it's done. 15-point lead. Jeremy with some good possessions. I mean, he's there. He's getting the hands on it. Shamit being guarded by Jenkins. Jenkins getting to. It's just dogs. Just dogs. Jenkins kind of gave it to us the last game. Just dogs. Just dogs. Let's see. OG gets into the paint. Back out to Cat. Knicks can't do anything. It's OG catch and shoot. Finally, OG makes a 3-pointer.
Three-point goal.
OG finally gets a 3. Let's see. Tobias Harris bringing the ball up, being guarded by Shamit. I don't know why Knicks are trying to trap. I guess they're trying to get the ball out, but Knicks can't stay in front of anybody in Detroit. They almost steals the ball, gives it up, back out to Reed. Reed pulls up, no good. Rebound by Cat. Cat out to Brunson. Let's see what Brunson do. Brunson pulls up for the 3-point shot. He gets it in.
Three-point goal.
Brunson going for his stats right now. That's what it feels like. 109 to 120. A minute left to go. Let's see. Can I get some defense going real quick? Oh, Knicks with a steal. Let's see. Out to Brunson. Brunson catch and shoot 3. No good. Cat almost had it. Let's see at the Cade. Oh my God. Where's the Where's the defense at? And he's hanging on to the rim. Knicks could have had multiple possessions. We could have brought it down to 9. Cade is just chopping us. If it's not points, then it's assists. Yo, they're not gonna call nothing. They're not gonna call nothing. Man, what a game, guys. What a game. This is saying a lot. This is saying a lot. This is saying a lot. 122 to 111. We could not stop the pressure, right? We could not get stops. Could not get stops. Now, even with them bringing Jeremy in last minute to be a disruptor, um, it didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. It didn't work. Now, granted, Cat still had 21 and 11. Brunson had over 30. As Detroit put up, mind you, Detroit don't even average 124 points. How did we allow them to do that? Right? Our opponents don't even average 121 points. As OG just doing crazy stuff. OG said, I'm gonna keep shooting these threes. 22 seconds left to go, 13 on the clock. Alvarado going ISO ball and just turns it over. Turns the ball over. Yo, I am not giving, if I see them gives anybody from Detroit a foul, is going to tell me that our team is ass. All right, I didn't see Mitch dapping up nobody. I didn't see Hakapori. I better not see Brunson dapping up anybody. I better not. Did I? What happened here? Fucking Cade Cunningham, bro. Bro. All right. Game done. Blowout. 126 to 111. We're definitely going to talk about it. Let me, road to the finals. We're going to have to be realistic, man. It's going to be a tough road. It's going to be a tough road, as expected. 35 and 21. Let me just change that really quickly. Right? It's going to be a tough road. It's going to be a tough road, especially when we have lapses like this. For a championship team, looking at the previous ones, right? Remember, Boston went through their issues. They went through their troubles when they were developing and building with Tatum and Brown. And we heard multiple years of break the team up. They need to break the team up. We've heard it. We've heard it. For the Knicks, it's one of those situations where it's a trial and error. You're going to have to build. You're going to have to learn. You're going to have to go through it. Go through all the controversial situations. And we've had it last year, when we couldn't beat all the elite top teams then. It's going to be the same. We're hearing the same now. how we can't beat the top teams now. So we just got to fight through it, right? You're going to have these issues. Last year was a phenomenal year, but we're on to something new. But like you said, even with those controversial moments of losing against all the top teams and losing the 500 teams, we still managed to go to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So with all the controversial talk this year being that us getting spanked by Detroit by double digits each game and then losing to Detroit on our home court and them not being 100% healthy with us being 100% healthy, minus Deuce, but we still was healthy. And to see Cade come out and just put on a performance like that, like, where's the hard foul? Why we didn't come out being aggressive as far as, trying to lay the smackdown on them. We couldn't knock down threes, and we were open threes. Should I just chalk this up to being the first game from All-Star break? People still got Turk and Caicos on their mind. People still in Cancun. What do we chalk this up to? Definitely not a W. But mentally, right? This one to stick, right? Season sweep 3-0. We don't face Detroit. No revenge game. No setting the tone, right? For what the second half of the season is going to be. We started off with a loss, right? It's one game in the books, regular season, right? Cool. But then the road doesn't get easier for us. We got Houston coming up on the weekend. Are we prepared mentally, ready to face Houston? Can we switch up our offensive mindset and defensive mindset by then? To where it took the second half for Cat to get it going, 21-11, when he could have been aggressive early on. Do coach need to adjust his minutes as far as the lineup possessions? Because he sticks to a program similar to what Tibbs did, to where he sits down Cat early in the first quarter. He rests him and let Brunson come in, and then Cat plays early in the second, and Brunson sits, and he does that stretch rather than see how the game is operating and dictate and keep the players in for that moment. Diawara, was good to see him out there. He was early off the bench, so we know that Diawara is still keeping his minutes, but he wasn't effective. My Knicks, we couldn't get through our sets. I don't think we ran our system tonight. We didn't. Knicks got out there, didn't know what to do. I'm probably going to chalk this up to Cancun. I have to chalk it up to Cancun. Right? I have to chalk it up to Cancun. Let's look at the stats. We go to comparing stats first. Let's look at the comparing stats. New York shot 40%, 47% from the field, 41-87 compared to Detroit's 52%. They were 48 for 93. So Detroit got up way more attempts than the Knicks. Possession game. So that means that they had to out-rebound us. And looking at the stats, they had 44 rebounds to the Knicks 38. Right? Free throw percentage disparity wasn't too much. 20 free throws for Detroit to Knicks 28. Detroit shot 85%, 17 for 20. Knicks 21 for 28. Now, the biggest difference was the three-point percentage. To me, 8 for 35, 13, right? 13 for 30. Three-point attempts. Three-point shots were not dropping to save our life. And I think they were good looks. really good looks, to be honest with you. Some good. OG had a lot of open shots, just wasn't dropping. Blame it on the big toe. Right? Turnovers. Knicks, we didn't turn the ball over that much, just 12 compared to Detroit's 15. We just don't show it against Detroit. We don't. All right, let's kind of look at it, right? They're starting five. Were their entire starting five in double figures? No. Duncan Robinson was a point shy, right? You look at it, it was an overall team effort. They showed up. They team showed up with Cade 42, and Cade had to drop all at 42. 42, 13, and 8. 50% from the field, 45 from 3, 100% from the field goal. No answers for Cade. And with Cade, opened up everything else. Paul Reed with 18 points and 7 rebounds. When was the last time Paul Reed had 18 points? Just asking. Assault Thompson, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 steals. 4 for 8 from the field, 50%. He did his job. Play defense and harassing. Tobias Harris, 4 for 16, still shooting trash, but just had key moments of knocking down shots and grabbing rebounds. And he's playing defense. And then you bring in Ronald Holland. He was 9 points. Right? Jenkins, who been talking mess of talking about people that got drafted over him. He came in with the aggression chip on the shoulders. In 18 minutes was 3 for 4, had 8 points. Devontae Green, who looked like he smokes nothing but pure haze. 2 for 4 from the field. He was aggressive. 5 rebounds. 9 points. Right? Tolu Smith. I don't know who Tolu Smith, but he still had buckets. Right? Karis LeVert came in, knocked down key points. It was good. Mind you, they got Kevin Huerter, Jalen Duren, and Isaiah Stewart, who did not play. Obviously because of suspensions, and Kevin Huerter is still getting acclimated from the trade. Detroit just going to be better. All right, back to the Knicks. Let's take a look at the Knicks stats right now. OG played 31 minutes in his first game back, 3 for 13. Rust. You could 100% sit there and see that he was not ready to come back and to go up against an all-NBA player, Cade Cunningham. Cade he's going to be all-NBA. 3 L's from Detroit. You are shameless, Knicks. Steve, welcome, Steve. Yes, I don't know about us being shameless, but Detroit do got our number. I am not going to lie, Steve. And they played very well. Cade had an all-NBA performance. He's an all-star. He'll definitely be all-NBA this year. But y'all got it. You got it. It's definitely, I figured the Knicks would have came out with some type of energy, Steve. I thought they was going to come with aggression. At least come with that fire. But nope, not tonight, Steve. Not tonight. Not tonight. But it's definitely shameless. Definitely pathetic. I thought it was bad coaching, bad game plan. And the players didn't have it. It's just an overall L for everybody. An overall L for everybody. But OG 8 points and 4 blocks, no boards. That's how you know OG was not involved. No boards. Josh Hart, only 8 attempts. You shoot good from the field. Why weren't you aggressive? 3 assists, 4 rebounds. I really wish Josh was a little bit more aggressive, and not putting the blame on him. But when he plays with that fire and desire, and he's aggressive and he's attacking, Josh can easily score 20 points per game. And tonight we needed offense. As much as we needed defense as well to stop it, there were certain key moments where we couldn't score. And for Cat, the big bodega, bro, 30 minutes, only 14 attempts. that can't happen. He's efficient, 50% from the field. His three-pointer hasn't looked the same this year at all. At all. But then when you see him at the Rising Star thing with him looking happy and smiling, he was knocking them long three-pointers down. Granted, there's no defense, but even in the All-Star game, he was knocking it down. Got to do better, Mikal. 4 for 9. No three-pointers made. 3 rebounds. Mikal did not have no assists. You know, we'd like to do good. He's been averaging, 5 assists. So for him to not get an assist tells you what Detroit did. And he only had 25 minutes. 8 points for Mikal. Jalen Brunson, of course, captain, played 37 minutes, the most minutes out of everybody. Go 12 for 20, 60%. We like it. He goes over 40, 3 for 7 for 3, 6 for 6 from the field. 33 points, 7 assists, and 6 boards. Captain came through. Most of that was in the fourth quarter, but it was already too late. It's already too late. Landry Shamet with 28. He was 4 for 10 from the field. 3 for 8. And he didn't start to knock down three-pointers until the fourth quarter, but far too late by then. Far too late. Mitch only 19 minutes. But still had 7 points. Still had 6 rebounds. This was a game that I wish Mitch would have played a little bit more. I think the double big lineup possibly could have been effective with this, with some defensive presence, rebounding presence, right? I would have done that. You know, Jose getting 20 minutes. He's getting more minutes than Jordan Clarkson. You know, Jeremy comes in. He tries to be aggressive. You know, couldn't knock down any of his three-point shots. He was getting to the paint. Did have 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Lots of turnover. He was turning the ball over like crazy. He definitely was. But just an overall really great game by Detroit. Like I gotta tip my hat up to Detroit. I have to tip my hat off to Detroit. Like they came in ready. Like they still have that mindset of the loss for last year. Knicks, and I think us Knicks fans, we're still gloating on that. We're still floating on the fact that we beat Detroit 4-2 and got them up out of here. But Detroit got something to prove this year. Like we lost every game. Every game to Detroit. It wasn't close. This game somewhat, but we still took that L. Like we couldn't get it there. Like we couldn't get to our sets. We couldn't do anything. But I would have went with the double big lineup for this one. But to kind of take a look around the league, because the standings are definitely going to change. As the Raptors are going to beat the Bulls. The Raptors are not too far. From 2 to 6, everybody's a game and a half out, 4 games, 3 games away. So we could look at the end of the year and we're possibly in the 4th seed, 5th seed in the East, if we don't get it together. You know, Spurs and the Suns, they'll continue on their run. Wembanyama and San Antonio's trying to be elite out there, which they're balling. The Celtics and the Warriors, I never play on anybody's downfall, but I'm hoping for the Warriors to beat the Celtics because they're right there with us. They were 0.5. We took that L, so it's probably a full game behind of Boston. Magics and the Kings, the Magics could win, Kings could win, don't really matter on that aspect. As Sacramento shut down Zach LaVine for the year. So, they are in full tank mode. So Magic might pull it out. Later on tonight, you got the Clippers and Nuggets. That's going to be a good game as the Clippers is finally trying to get on a run, even though they're still under 500, 26 and 28. They won like their last, they did lose to the Knicks, but they've been on a stretch to where they've been playing good. Playing over 500 basketball the last few games. So hopefully that'd be a challenge. But the Rockets with a close one out against the Hornets, and we play the Rockets on Saturday. So it comes by quick. And then Cleveland and the Nets. Cleveland has been one of the hottest teams in the East Coast since the trade. They got James Harden, which is a perfect fit for Donovan Mitchell because Mitchell can play off ball and James Harden could be the point guard to set him up. And without the issues with the Darius Garland being a smaller guard and stuff, they're not that small now. You got James Harden who's 6'5", and who can shoot the ball, who can attack, get to the paint, slow the game down. So Cleveland is looking good. Then of course you got the Hawks. So the Hawks beat Philly. Cool. Philly's off our tail because Philly's right there behind us as well. So it's good to see Philly getting that W. Hawks getting that W, but the Hawks are right there on our tail too. So that's a either or game when you really think about it. Pacers, don't really care for the Pacers, but the Wizards, look at the Wizards winning. If that Wizards pick fall out of the 8th pick, possibly gonna have to make that trade to get Giannis. If things are keep going the way they're going, then of course we took that L. But yeah, like let's look at the. Hold on, let me take away the scoreboard. Right, this is what we got coming up next, guys. Right, let's look at the strength of the schedule. The Knicks have the 11th toughest schedule coming up, where every team that we play, obviously 27, now it's 26, is over 500, right? Over 500. We played Detroit. This was the last time. We have OKC twice. Is that true? We got OKC twice? Good Lord. Yeah, we didn't even play OKC yet. We got San Antonio one more time. We have Boston one more time. We have the Denver Nuggets, and then we have Houston twice. Right? Those are the toughest opponents that we have. Some pretty tough opponents. Then we have Washington, New Orleans. We got Indy twice. And I would say Indy might be on the other end because Indy had our number already. Took us to the wire to where Brunson had to hit a game winner in overtime. Then we lost to them. Right? Then we got the Brooklyn Nets, Utah Jazz, and the... pardon me. Then we have the Memphis Grizzlies. This is the schedule. It is tough. So, SGA will have... hold on, let me take a look at that. I can't see it on my screen. Let me drop this really quickly. Let's see. Nah, let's see what he said about SGA. Do I have it up? Hold on, let me pop it up on my thing because I think SGA is out right now. Oh no, am I looking at the wrong one? Oh yeah, that's why. Well, let me see. It says SGA will have his prime against this Knicks defense. I don't blame it. He might. He might. He might. To be honest with you, he definitely might. He definitely might. But I know he's out. So hopefully we play SGA when he's out. Because he 100% will probably have a field day on us. 100%. Let me pull up the remaining schedule real quick. I'm going to go eat my roti. My roti. That L Abunda. So Saturday, February 21st, I will be here. We will be going live at 8:30 to watch the Rockets. Hopefully the Knicks bounce back against the Rockets. That's Segun. That's another Thompson twin that we have to worry about. Brunson got two Thompson brothers back to back at the Garden, right? So it's gonna be a tough game after another tough game, and we gotta worry about KD. Then, of course, on Sunday, I will be flying out to California, so I will not be going live, but we are facing the Bulls. So hopefully we can have a bounce back game in Chicago. Then it's against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's going to be another game on Tuesday. I will still be in California. Then, of course, we have the Milwaukee Bucks on Friday to end out the month of February. So we got a stretch going up here with 5. So the 5-game stretch to end it, we already lost one. I'm going to go out on the limb here, and I think the Knicks will go on this stretch from February 19th to February 27th. We will go 3-2. I think the Knicks will go 3-2 during this stretch. I think so. I think we'll go 3-2. With us losing to Houston, we beat Chicago, we beat Cleveland, and we beat Milwaukee. Right? I think we go on that two-game losing streak, and then we pick it up after that. Yeah, I think that's the stretch. Let me see. I have to check something on my phone. So, yeah, I think that's the stretch that we go through with that. We lose to Houston. We beat the Bulls. We beat the Cavs in Cleveland. And we beat the Milwaukee Bucks. And then March 1st, Sunday, I'm home. We're going against the Spurs, Wemby, on ABC. You know that's going to be a clutch game. That's an early game. It's a matinee game at the Garden, 1 o'clock. So, but tough victory. I mean, tough loss right now for my Knicks. 126-111. You know, Brunson, I felt like that was an empty 30 ball. It's an empty 30 ball. And Cat, 21-11. I felt like all of that is last minute. You still getting your stats, but it's meaningless. Meaningless stats. But enough with that. We'll close it out. I'm ready to go and eat my roti. Pause. I don't know. Is that a Paul moment? I don't know. But that loss is in the books. You know, Steve was saying that my Knicks are trash. It's understandable. We appreciate you rocking with us, though, Steve. Maybe next time when it's playoff time, and we got Detroit. Honestly, I don't even want to get Detroit. Let Detroit play somebody else and get bumped in the conference finals. You know, let my Knicks avoid Detroit at all costs, because we got nothing for Detroit. If we got to see Detroit in the Eastern Conference Finals, so be it. I'd rather that aspect, and then hopefully we can prevail. But we got K put up 40 and 11. Come on. But anyway, guys, ladies, appreciate you rocking with me. On to the next show. We'll be back Saturday against the Houston Rockets. I need to soak in this L, and hopefully my Knicks can bounce back on to the next episode. We out.